All right. Big day.
Huge.
Big day. Oh, my God.
Very big day.
The day it felt like it was never going to come. Right?
It did.
Out of nowhere, left field.
Well, it wasn't out of nowhere. We were waiting for the time because the court
You
trial
did
just
say
finished.
like it will never come,
Keyword,
right?
Just
waiting.
saying, like,
See,
just overall,
hey,
it
stick
just
to your
didn't come
words.
out of nowhere. We just felt like the day would never come.
It did
Right.
it started to feel that way, with everything that's been going on, but we're finally here.
All right. Let me introduce us.
Yes.
Then we can talk. All right.
We're like
all
ready
right.
to yappity
Yeah,
yap.
I'm so pumped. Listen, this is breaking news. Xbox ABK merger is approved.
It is.
I am CMoney. In the center is our boy Madman.
Yeah.
Woo!
Me, madman.
And far on the other side, you got the lovely and beautiful Doodle.
Hi guys, your girl Doodle. What's up?
All right.
Welcome.
Now we can begin our excitement.
Let's go. Purple Berry's in the chat. Shout out to Purple Berry.
So to set the stage, the trial ended last week.
It did.
And we were expecting by Friday we would have the ruling.
Yes.
Okay. Then Friday came and went. Gone. No ruling.
Donzo.
Then the word on the street that by Sunday we would have the ruling.
Mm-hmm.
Gone. Nothing. Then it was like, well, for
Bye-bye.
sure by Monday it has to happen. Gone. No
Nothing.
ruling. Right?
At all.
Then
Are you
randomly,
guys following along
Yeah,
with the
yeah,
pattern
yeah.
that's going on over here?
We got something.
randomly,
Okay.
Wait, what did we
What
get,
did we get?
man?
We got crickets instead of news.
We did get crickets.
got it. Yes, we did get crickets.
It was Cricket Sunday.
It was Cricket Sunday. So Monday we got nothing. And then finally, a half hour before noon, we get the bomb drop on us.
Seriously.
FTC lost Xbox One.
Yes.
The judge has denied the injunction, and Xbox is free to purchase and merge with Activision Blizzard King.
Who would have
Let's
thought
go.
this day would come, you guys?
Yo,
I mean,
it's
did.
crazy.
you did, man. Madman still felt confident. And so did you,
Well, I knew it
CMoney.
was going to happen.
I just didn't.
It was just a matter of
listen,
when.
I felt like it should have happened from the beginning. What the whole situation, though, for me, it was that a lot of unexpected things happened. And I just didn't know. I didn't want to get too comfortable in feeling like this was all going to be Gucci Gooch and it was going to be good and okay. And then, boom, we get hit with something else
So
that
you were
we're
trying
not
to leave
expecting.
some room
I
for
was trying to
shit
leave
to hit the fan.
some room for disappointment, just in
I
case.
couldn't, man. I couldn't. I was all in.
Yeah. I couldn't understand how this was dragged for so long. So I didn't want to miss anything and then feel let down again. I did feel confident that it should go through, but just like expecting like Jimmy Ryan's way to pop in somewhere and leave a little room for that.
Yeah.
So I had just finished like making chocolate chip pancakes.
Ooh.
And-
It was actually 2 weeks ago.
And
2 weeks ago this was done.
what was done?
So it wasn't last week. Last week was 4th of July. So it
Yes.
was the week before that the
that
trial
it was shut
over.
down and we waited.
So we've been waiting since
Like
then. So it's
fools.
not like
That's a
In
long time.
agony.
we've been waiting. We've been
Yes.
waiting for a long time.
we have.
All right, so you were doing what?
I
Sorry.
had just finished making chocolate chip pancakes and I get a text from CMoney, all caps, Xbox One.
Xbox One.
Freaking
Xbox
out.
One.
And then
Xbox-
something
that's
else.
what
They
the
can
Xbox
buy Activision. So I was
when
like, he
Doodle
must be
told me
losing his
that
mind.
Xbox One in the morning and stuff like that. I thought you were literally saying Xbox One. And I'm like, what?
I like Xbox One.
Like, no, it's the Series X, man. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, well,
That's what he was thinking.
But I was like,
Yeah.
But yeah, so it was crazy. Nobody was expecting it at this point. Like we keep checking and trying to see like what's going on, which route are they going to take, what's happening, do we have any results? And it was kind of like it felt longer than and it's like the same anticipation of like when you're taking a pregnancy test and you're
Hey,
like,
yo.
what's the result? Let me know. I need to know. This is gonna change my life forever.
You know what's funny?
Because we're so invested.
Yeah, I felt like is when you're watching like the presidential election.
Yes.
And like you're hoping the person that you voted for won.
Yeah.
You know, and then finding out that they won, I was just lost my shit. I was
Yeah.
so pumped.
It's been a crazy ride though, to say the least.
Absolutely, absolutely. I was in the office when it went down.
I know. I could just imagine how you jumped off your
I actually
seat.
saw it in Boxing Burger's Discord. Fanto, our boy Fanto.
What's up, baby?
Ventos.
He wrote in the Discord like, "Oh snap, Xbox One." I was like, "What?" So I immediately looked up and I started messaging everybody.
I hope that I was the first message.
Yeah, well, I texted you first, and then I started hitting people on the Discords and on Discord and on the on Twitter. And I hit up Boom, and Boom immediately like sent me an invite to come on to Boom Show this morning. So I was on there. We had a big discussion about it. But
a little wild,
I had to come back
least.
here. We had to get on and just talk amongst
This-
ourselves
talk
here
about-
because this is
discussion, you know?
Talk about
crazy.
breaking news, though.
Yes, man.
This is it.
This was
We're gonna
wild.
have a little chat about this.
This was
over
wild.
some imaginary coffee.
So let me do this. There's a few. Oh man, I forgot the other big thing that happened, and I don't know
What?
if you guys
Do
know about
tell.
this. So this might be breaking news for you guys.
Maybe.
So almost immediately after,
Yes.
okay, almost immediately after we got the decision,
hmm
the CMA has bent the knee,
No.
and they talked to Microsoft.
hmm
They both sent a joint letter to the tribunal, which is the court for the CMA,
Yeah.
to cancel the court, and they're going to go back and negotiate to get the deal done.
They've had a change of heart, you guys.
They had a little bit of
Now,
a change of
I
heart.
mean,
Maybe,
was
maybe.
it like at a convenient time? Like,
No. This was. I'll read.
go ahead. Do tell. See, do tell. Give me the
All
right.
details.
So-
Money.
Let's start with Lulu. She was
Yes.
the first one out the block.
oh, I
okay?
bet. I
Getting
expect
ready.
nothing else.
Getting ready
All
to say
right.
something. So Lulu says the legal system worked. A fair and neutral court has reached the correct conclusion about Activision Blizzard's merger with Microsoft based on facts and the law. The judge's ruling rejects the FTC's ideologically driven attempt to prevent a deal that benefits gamers and allows more competition instead of protecting the market leader. These are facts.
Yes, dominance.
These are facts. All right.
And this is why I felt like, again, this did not need to be dragged
No.
for so long.
No,
now, a
it
lot
was
of people are
ridiculous.
saying, like, Jimmy Jim must be upset and everything, but like, he essentially did get a little bit of what he wanted, which was to
He got
like
zero.
He's miserable.
no,
bro.
well, he
He's
got to
miserable right
drag
now.
this out. I understand that, like, the end result was not what he was hoping, but he did get to drag this out. Now, the problem is that the way he went about it was completely wrong, and now all eyes are on him with the way we move forward.
So what I would say is what he did was he made us feel like there was a chance Xbox could lose. Because back when Xbox announced this back in January of last year,
Yes.
they said they will close by July 18th of 2023.
Can
So
you
he
tell me
didn't
the
delay
date? Can you
anything.
tell me the date? CMoney.
It's July 11th right now.
So this
and they'll
happened
close-
early.
They'll close by Monday, so the 17th.
Yeah.
Okay. Happens to be my birthday week.
Once
Look
things.
at how that aligned.
Look at that. What a birthday gift for you, see.
All right.
That is a good birthday
The
gift.
stars have aligned.
That is a good birthday gift.
How coincidental.
yeah,
or is
right?
it?
So they didn't really win much of anything. They were more like a thorn.
Yeah.
They're like when you're walking and you're barefoot and you step on a toy
Yes.
that one of your kids
But
laid
it
out.
hurts like
and it
heck.
hurts like hell, but
So it did
It's really
cause a
nothing.
little bit
It's
of
it's like a
you
fly. It keeps buzzing around your ear and
It's
shit, and it just
annoying.
flies everywhere.
Yeah.
But then you finally catch it.
You catch
Absolutely.
it.
Absolutely. Hey, Shin, what's good? Shin, we won.
Shintaro, welcome.
Xbox won.
We have won.
We have won.
We need some confetti.
We won.
We need confetti, guys.
Confetti.
All
Green
right,
confetti.
Pop some water bottles.
This is the statement on the CMA thing. Okay, this is by Brad Smith.
Yes.
After today's court decision in the U.S., our focus now turns back to the UK. While we ultimately disagree with CMA's concerns, we are considering how the transaction might be modified in order to address those concerns in a way that is acceptable to the CMA. In order to prioritize work on these proposals, Microsoft and Activision have agreed with the CMA that a stay of the litigation in the UK would be in the public interest, and the parties have made a joint submission to the Competition Appeal Tribunal to this effect. So what that means is that they joined together with the CMA, sent the letter to CAT to put a stay in place, meaning they want to essentially postpone the litigation or cancel the litigation.
Yes.
And what there's talking about is now that CMA is willing to play ball and actually negotiate, because they weren't looking to negotiate before, they're willing to make some concessions to kind of make it happen.
Yeah.
Right. So the one thing that pretty much everybody is kind of coming to the conclusion with is, remember, the only thing that CMA had a problem with now is the cloud
gaming.
Yes.
Right? So the cloud is the nonsense, right? Which is barely anything, right? So
yes,
essentially what they're saying is Xbox might have already kind of had a plan in place for this if it went down, and probably look to either do one of two things: siphon off xCloud in the UK.
Yes.
So meaning they're just
no cloud.
They're not doing the cloud in the UK. Or in the UK they don't put the Activision games on the cloud.
All right.
So I mean, you know, either one is really not a big deal for anybody.
It's just fascinating to me, though, the way that they just come right back with such like finesse to talk about these things. Like, I would be like just dancing my way out of court.
Oh yeah, you mean Microsoft keeping it cool
keeping
and
it
like
so
let's
chill.
keep it professional. I would have been like,
oh my
snap.
gosh,
oh snap, you lost. We ain't doing shit. CMA,
right? Exactly.
That's what I would.
That would have been my dancing, especially like
CMA has the audacity to still make amends to it that they think is right, even though it's an injustice to everyone else.
Listen, at the end of the day, getting them to budge is beneficial to them. So having this type of approach to go ahead and have a whole win, right? It's a big deal.
Absolutely.
I'm just amazed though with like we talk about us keeping our cool and how the process would be for us. And then we saw someone in this type of world come and handle this as Jim Ryan did, right?
Man.
And then it's just admiration to like Philly Steakhouse. Phil Spencer, that's my boy. Xbox, Microsoft, and the way that they do business. That's crazy.
Absolutely.
You know, Lulu was like their biggest like gangster out there, just
for real,
throwing out the facts.
Absolutely.
I appreciate how straightforward she was about everything.
She didn't hold
anything back. There was no sugarcoating, and I feel like that's kind of like the release, like the approach that we would have had as good as we could possibly do so. But like Microsoft is like a whole other level. That's just crazy.
Yeah, Activision was like their gateway to say whatever they wanted to really say.
Yeah, but with Lulu,
kept it cool. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So
it's good cop, bad cop.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yes, they did.
Bit.
Exactly,
real,
man. That was a good one.
Now, so we won, right? Which is cool, right? This is great. All right, but what does this mean? What does this mean for us now? What does it mean for us in the future? What is your big takeaway from what's to come now, right? We've been talking this whole time. It's been 20 months, essentially.
Yes. We've been counting the days,
Microsoft can
you
acquire
guys.
whatever it wants at this point. Like, if they could take down Activision, then anything in that bracket or lower is a guaranteed.
Up for
basically.
grabs.
So that's actually a great point, right? So obviously we were talking about how Xbox was planning to buy so many
everything.
different
Yes, we saw the
Right.
list.
people. We saw the
Like
list.
obscene.
So Sega was on that list,
Sega.
right? And then a whole bunch of other smaller studios,
Square
right?
Enix and all the fun stuff.
So the thing is that
Let's just say that they like to shop more
They
than
do.
Doodle.
that's debatable. That's debatable. I don't think so.
Have you
not
ever tried to buy
quite, not quite.
a major company?
So you're right? So right now, Activision was like this super high bar, but they crossed it, right?
Yes.
They crossed it. So now, I mean, realistically speaking, if they said, I mean, they wouldn't because they have so much to do, but if they said tomorrow, hey, we're buying Sega,
Yeah.
it's like, what is there to argue?
Mhm.
Right? Nothing that Sega has, nothing that any studio has for the most part
Can compete with Call of Duty.
can compete with Call of Duty outside of
Epic
Grand
Games or
Theft Auto.
Fortnite. Maybe.
Yeah.
Like Grand Theft Auto, yeah, maybe if they try to buy Take-Two tomorrow.
Or maybe
Fortnite,
Maybe.
yeah, but it's free to play and it's everywhere.
Oh my gosh,
so
that would be so cool if they like bought
even though the
Fortnite.
funny thing is that nothing would
if
change.
they bought
Oh,
Fortnite.
I would love that.
But that's the
change.
thing. There's nothing for them to gain because it's everywhere. Anyway,
Yeah.
right. And they already put Master Chief in it, so it's not like there's anything else to Gears. There are a bunch of Xbox people in there. And Epic doesn't have anything to really offer outside of Epic Store, right?
So-
their launcher online.
When
for
it
PC.
comes to like buying, I feel like right now, because this took so long, I feel like they need to stay away from going to court. So I feel like
So
they
keep it
should
small.
acquire smaller companies for a bit, for as long as they can, stay out of court. Yes, this will make it easier the next time they want to acquire something
Give it space.
that is
you know?
big. Yes, but you got to let that settle a little bit because the whole discussion was about how they were trying to dominate the market, how it wouldn't
with Call of Duty, though.
with Call of Duty, yes. So like continuing to go for all these big companies, like right now, like fresh off, fresh off the boat. That was a good show. That was a funny show.
Nice.
But like I think that they need to go ahead and acquire smaller things. Now, for the big picture, for me, I would love for them to buy Netflix.
Oh, that's
And the
that would scare me,
reason
bro. Yes.
for that is because like now they'll be stepping into like Netflix is huge and they'll be stepping into a whole other world of like movies and oh my God, like the benefits of having them buy Netflix for us with them having Microsoft money would be amazing because I already love Netflix. You know what I mean?
So the problem
I
is
don't
that
think that's
if
gonna
they
happen.
bought Netflix, I don't think Netflix would benefit from the Microsoft money because I think Netflix runs based off what it brings in.
Mm-hmm.
So it wouldn't make sense for Microsoft to give them more money than what they're going to recoup. Right?
Do you understand how many shows get canceled because of budget? So like if they have a bigger budget and they can go ahead and give us like a more like there's a lot of games
Shows get
that-
canceled. Yeah, I know.
Yes.
I mean, Netflix. The thing about Netflix is that like they could very well keep going a show that isn't doing that great,
Mhm.
and like here we'll give you more money. Why not? You could do better next season.
But they're being
Things that they're being
responsible.
stingy as fuck, and they're like,
Well,
you know
it's
what?
not
Nah, if
stingy.
you don't hit this bar, these millions of hours, you're done, buddy. Literally.
But also, don't you think that like they've made a lot of like Cowboy Bebop? You love that show, like,
Well,
but it was canceled, right?
well, that's a
But
reboot.
Don't you think that like with a bigger budget, would think of The Witcher, right?
Mhm.
The Witcher obviously has a nice big budget. I don't think they give that type of budget to every other show.
I mean, Cowboy Bebop had a decent budget.
So,
like, it looked really good.
I would-
It's only the reviews and the fact that the first episode had a ridiculous amount of view hours, and then after that, it just fell really badly.
So I think the thing is that TV is a very different beast,
Mhm.
right? And I think that if Netflix cancels a show, it's because they see that it's not performing well. And Microsoft is not in the business of wasting money. So they're never going to say, "Hey, spend more money." It's not gonna happen.
Microsoft is in the business of making things work and seeing how much they can get out of something by putting things in.
Literally,
This
the
is
only
why-
benefit that they have is that it's IP, meaning that they make a Stranger Things game, or they can make a Squid Game game.
Oh,
Or something
that'd be
like that.
really cool. Actually,
Yeah, that would be the only thing
Like,
that
only
they
benefit.
do.
you know how much a freaking Stranger Thing game will sell?
Well, I
Like
mean,
that would be insane.
they've made small ones.
Like Stranger Things 3,
And
the
I don't,
game,
I
or some
don't think,
stupid
I
shit
don't
like
know. Like Netflix is getting into gaming themselves.
that. Mobile
That's
gaming.
why I'm bringing this
Mobile
up,
gaming.
right? So like they
And they
are.
already got King, which
they're
King is
starting
like the king of it.
Yeah, but they're starting to do triple pay. Remember, they hired the guy from Halo. Joseph
Yes,
Sh-
they did.
You're right. I forgot.
And they
go
are
make
kind
a
of trying to
AAA.
figure this out and trying to figure out how to crack into this type of industry. And the thing that we can't do is kind of like sleep on Netflix. Look at what they've
Well, Netflix
done.
costs they're worth $190 billion, right? And that's where it all goes away, right? Because Microsoft is not going to spend 190 billion is what they're worth, which means Microsoft will have to spend 250 billion.
Netflix
to
is
make
massive.
them-
Like they're bigger than Activision. They're bigger
them-
than most other companies.
yeah, to make them
Like
we're-
game
be
studio.
Word to
willing
them,
to sell, right? For Netflix to say, okay, buy us. They
Yeah.
have to
Buy
spend
me,
a lot more,
please.
right? So I just don't see.
No, it's not.
I don't see it. I think Netflix, if anything, if they
It's
might do
cute,
a
but nah.
partnership,
Mhm.
like do some type
Like do
of
a
work
contract.
together.
Like for the next 10 years, you can make 3
Yeah.
projects based on some of our properties.
Well, I
something
still
like
think,
that.
and
I think that they're better
I
off
get
the way
what
they're
you
doing.
guys are saying. I stand by my opinion. That would be awesome if they bought
would be
Netflix.
awesome if
It's just
they
I
not
were
feel
to
like
cost
they
them.
It's not
both can
possible.
benefit. And Mad
And
Men,
plus
Shintaro
they got-
says, I love Cowboy Bebop too.
Mm. All right,
It's a
did you
good
see the
show.
new one or the original?
Chat, you gotta go on the chat.
I don't have my phone.
Got it. So-
Yeah, I don't know. Sorry.
All right, so Netflix, that would be cool. Obviously, it would be crazy if they were to announce that shit tomorrow. Like, hey, we're buying Netflix. That'd be really good.
Yeah.
I don't think it's likely, but it's definitely a possibility. It'd be pretty cool.
They already have a healthy relationship. Like they're working with Netflix to give Gears of War a movie and TV show treatment, the way Halo also
That's
got
so
a movie
cool.
and TV show. So
yeah, when you have such a big company, I feel like doing things like this is the best way. Get the partnership going.
Yeah.
And just maybe
Have a good
start
relationship.
and
Exactly.
funny is
Don't burn
that was like
bridges.
the
Yes, yes, seriously.
and that was
seriously.
like a definition of failure back when. But in this resurgence of video game adaptations,
Yeah.
I think it's like a good business decision to get your property out there and making it good.
I agree.
Yeah,
and
and
make
partnering
it
with somebody
known.
like that would make sense.
Because listen, there are people that don't know that these games exist. And like you watch the Wisher show and you're like, oh my gosh, this is a really good show. And then you find out, oh, there's a game.
Yep.
And then you go ahead and you give it a try, potentially.
Absolutely.
So it's just promoting. Yeah. So
Well, the place that's most so if we're talking
Netflix
about
has
big,
been the best.
if we're talking
so
about
far.
bigger places, the place that's most likely next up will be Sega.
Oh, like,
obviously,
so we're
when
talking-
it comes to gaming, yes.
So I would say Xbox right now, you figure they're almost on like a 2-year cadence.
Yeah.
Like every 2 years they're buying something big. Even
I think
though
Sega would be a big
Bethesda was
deal.
the next year, right? So Bethesda,
And Sega's like a mid tier. I mean that it is. I think like it's like a few single billions, right? But it's not Activision.
It's not
or
Activision
Bethesda.
money, yeah.
But it's still like a big enough purchase that I'd be like, woo! Like that's Sonic. Sonic is on Xbox now,
so
that's rad.
Sonic
that would be
being on,
so cool.
That would be
I would love
wicked,
that.
Hey, Fonto, yes, what a day.
Fonto, welcome.
that means we will
What a
get
day.
a good Sonic.
We were
Well,
talking
and
about
funny is-
you.
Yeah, I'm telling you, you put it in the Discord, and I was like, oh shit, that's exactly when I saw
CMoney
it.
found out because of you, and then he sent me a text, all caps, Xbox One. He was
Yes.
freaking out, Fonto.
It
So
was
thank
wild.
you.
Like, it's
It was
funny
wild.
because Sonic Frontiers had the blueprints to be great, but was very messy. Imagine with an Xbox budget and an Xbox level of polish, that how good it could be.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
very
I mean,
true.
The Sega is wide reaching, right? Like the
Mhm.
Sonic is like a byproduct of getting it, right? Like that's cool, but
Yeah,
like the bigger thing for Xbox is Sega's Japanese
like
presence,
like a
right?
dragon
Yes.
and Persona.
And as we said on our last
And their
podcast,
PC.
it's really important for them to start investing money in these companies so that we can get
Yeah.
some of these games out
Yeah,
there.
they
you know,
want to get a chokehold of the Japanese market because
Yeah, they need to
Japan
do
hates
that.
them. I don't know what it is.
Well,
So
so
no,
Sega,
I think the preferred system there is the PlayStation.
I mean, to be
right?
fair, they
And
did
I
them
just-
kind of dirty with the Xbox One because supposedly when it came out in Japan, like they even like left a lot of the stuff English and even bothered translating some of it. It's like,
yeah,
geez, that's a big
I feel
FU.
like they need to get a hold of that market, and I'm sure that it's just a matter of time. We've seen what they've been doing. They're just handling some things, and this is why I was kind of really annoyed with the fact that this was dragged on for so long. And I do feel like, you know, Jimmy Jim got a little bit of his way, even though he didn't get, you know, an ending the way he would wanted it to be. But he did drag this. It caused a lot of situations, skepticism as to what the outcome was going to be. I mean,
Well,
I
mean,
was still holding back and
simple.
trying not to fully get my hopes up again.
well,
Yeah.
I mean, if anything, Jim just put a bad light on him and
he did that
PlayStation.
too. He
Like,
did that.
like a real
His
shit show over there.
tactics were
it's
not
funny that
correct.
with Sony, I just thought about it, but even though they're an Eastern company, they indulge a lot in the Western, like trying to appeal to like Western gamers.
What do you mean? Wait,
Like what I'm saying is that I'm sorry, it came to mind, but how Microsoft's trying so hard to get to the East with like Asia and stuff like that. Sony is Asian Eastern, but a lot of their big games are very appealing to Western.
Yeah, they
like,
are.
gamers,
Well,
and they
they're
try
not-
to
I mean,
adapt more to their
Sony
market.
has shifted everything over here.
Yeah, like
You know what I'm
God
saying?
of
Like-
War, like the new one, I mean, and like Last of Us and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Uncharted.
everything like, but their headquarters, like everything is over on this side now. They pretty much abandoned Japan.
Fuck
I
Japan.
mean, like obviously
Jim Ryan.
the
Jim Ryan's
highest
crazy.
levels of it is still based.
Watch
in
them
Japan,
find an
but
email
it's-
where they said Japan's the worst. And then they're like, "Oh, you're exposed."
Yeah,
Listen, we don't know. These emails just keep on leaking. You never know what
I'm
you're
sure
going to
there'll be more
find.
to come.
Yeah.
But Sega will be the next one. I would say that's a big chance of getting
Yeah.
purchased. Obviously, we already know document wise, Phil was already lining it up, right? We saw the
Yeah.
emails where he was going to get it. So
Yeah.
aside from Sonic, right?
You also have a lot
They-
of legacy franchises
have
that they
a
don't
lot-
tap into.
That's what I was
like
about
Jet
to
Set
say.
Radio,
They have
Crazy
other
Taxi, Fantasy Star,
franchises
a bunch of crazy
that
stuff that
for
they can,
Game
like,
Pass.
resurrect, bro. Space
Mm-hmm.
Channel, Nights, like stuff they would never touch because it probably won't sell. But with Xbox giving a nice budget, Game Pass, you get new fans and some old ones. You
Those
know?
are facts, man. That's for sure. And throwing them in Game Pass, what that will do is like that nostalgia, because Madman was hoping they will make a new Conquer, right? And if they make one and throw it in Game Pass, like he will be so freaking
Conquer's
excited.
fine,
And
like-
a lot of other people would be too.
That's
so
rare.
tapping into that nostalgia of like, you know, people will respond to that.
I don't
Absolutely.
that is Rare. I think Rare doesn't have a problem because a lot of people are very familiar with like Banjo and Conquer and stuff like that. Banjo is the one that people are screaming from the rooftops. We want an actual Banjo 3, not nuts and bolts bullshit. So, you know.
Banjo
Awesome.
is a big topic of discussion.
Yeah, because
People-
there's a lot of rumors floating around that they're making part 3. I don't know if it's from Rare or from like outsourced like Battletoads and Perfect Dark are, but
I
yeah.
think there's a lot of hopeful wishes and dreams that they're making a part 3.
And the real question is,
I
would
don't
it
think
come to
they're
Nintendo
actually doing
Switch with their nice comfy relationship? And Banjo feels pretty at home because they just let it go on the N64 streaming thing. Their NSO Switch Online, they let Banjo be there, even though it's Xbox. So
I mean, at this
you know,
point,
they get cozy.
it would be the only thing that makes sense if they make a Banjo that it's going to be an Xbox / Nintendo joint.
Yeah, for
right?
sure.
Because
It
you
will
have to
sell
tap
a
into
lot
that
on
market.
I feel like
Nintendo.
Nintendo would sell really well. It might sell a
I
little
agree.
better because Xbox Game Pass. Remember, Nintendo would
Mhm.
actually sell copies. I feel like.
For sure. I mean, if you told me right now that it was like Nintendo exclusive, I would freaking pick it up right away.
I mean,
So like for me, like and I just love the comfort of the Switch.
a lot of people
So-
think that Banjo-Kazooie is better than Super Mario 64 on the N64. People think it's a superior game. To those people, I raise an eyebrow, but still, you know, I get it.
I raised an eyebrow.
Yeah, so that's, I mean, now remember, they own Activision. They also own, or once it's completed, they'll own Toys for Bob. Toys for Bob is the one who's been making the recent Crash Bandicoots.
Yeah,
and-
Skylanders.
Yeah, so-
and all that fun
Oh, I'm
stuff.
so excited. I really hope like that. I'm so pumped for the idea that Skylanders will make a comeback. That will be insane.
That would be so
I will
dope,
love that,
man.
you guys.
Just
that would be
remove the
awesome.
toys, and that'd be cool. That'd be very cool, I think. What?
I feel like you should be able, again, like I said before, with the Switch, like how they do with the Switch. You scan the toys on your controller rather than having to have this portal or whatever.
Maybe make it like
An
backwards
option.
compatible with the toys, but you don't need toys for the new
They should
game.
do
Yes.
They should
Like
do
if
the,
you
Yes,
have
you
one,
shouldn't
you
need
could
them for the
unlock
new
They
game.
should do a
I agree.
Starlink situation where if you really want to be that guy, you can buy all the accessories, but you can also just unlock it by actually working hard and progressing in the game. So,
Oh, that's a good
makes
idea
sense.
too.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
Starlink's the
saying.
same
So
thing.
if you already have the figures, just
You
plop
can
it
scan
on
them
and
in.
poof, you pop up with your new
Yeah.
character. Or if you don't, you go and play the
They
game and
made
try to
so
unlock
many
them.
freaking
Figures, it's
unique
pretty
and
ridiculous.
amazing characters. And like my go-to was always just Trigger Happy. Like he was my favorite. But like it never took away from like how awesome the rest of them were. Because
Yes.
we used to get them like
Yeah, a lot of them. Yeah,
So-
you know what? No matter what you think of Skylanders, you can never deny how much attention and love they poured into it.
Yeah.
They made damn sure that every single figure in the entire game's history worked on every new version.
Mhm.
And they're all upgraded visually, meaning that they're not the same bullshit 2-pixel renders.
Agreed.
They look better. They are more expressive in a whole bunch of shit. Like they all look great.
Yeah.
So that's a commendable effort.
I
Yeah,
agree.
absolutely. Shintaro brought up some games that we would get if Sega gets bought.
Ooh.
Oh,
You got
Ultra Beast.
the Revenge of Shinobi,
Yep. I know
Rise
that.
Star 2, Vector Man 3,
Good for-
Gunstar Heroes.
Ooh.
They have you got like you people forget Sega
They
is
churned
got
out
a deep catalog.
Naughty
you know,
Yeah.
bro.
Sega was
Yeah.
you know
Wildin',
the
bro.
second
Well,
console
because
I
it was,
owned.
yeah, I was gonna say it was
You
like
know?
Sega and Nintendo, right? So they did have a nice library, and it just, they
Just
just
none
got
of them are-
knocked out.
You know, it's funny. I was just about to say none of them are iconic, but to be fair, Nintendo has a lot of characters that people only know because of Smash Brothers. Like
They're-
Fox.
They're super
is true,
iconic. It's
actually.
just that it's almost like if you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? So like to Sega kids that grew up with Sega,
You know them
we
all,
know them,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
And
Like,
you know
we
what's funny? A lot of the
people.
characters that I didn't know from other games, like as you mentioned, knowing
Like
them from
Fox, Captain
Smash,
Falcon,
but
Ness.
like I know them from Madman's Amiibo videos.
Oh, that's
And
true.
then in my mind, like that's how they talk, that's their
Yeah.
personality, that's who they
You know,
are.
that's the funny thing. I
It's
just thought about it.
crazy. 'cause-
Smash Brothers is not only a good game, but it keeps their characters alive. I mean, they can never get a game for
Yeah.
20-something years. When has Lucas or Ness been in a game? It's been 20-something years. But people know who they are because Smash Brothers keeps them very relevant. still.
Yeah.
Listen, now that you just said that, come on, bro. If they buy Sega, between Sega,
Oh my god.
Activision, Xboxes, and Bethesda,
Mhm.
come on, bro. You got a Smash Brothers that we could be making. We got a Mario Kart we could be making.
Xbox
Look
Smash.
at
Come
CMoney
on,
asking for
man.
new
Oh
my God.
games
Imagine
now.
Xbox
I'm
Kart
ready,
Racer.
bro. They got
Greedy,
an Xbox Kart
greedy.
ready.
Let's just reboot some of the
Reboot?
stuff, but I
What?
do agree.
No,
like,
no,
let's
bring
bring
the
them
characters
back.
in.
Yes,
Bring them
but,
right in. You bring them right
Man, look at
in.
you guys trying to knock down Nintendo just because we've done this to PlayStation.
Nobody said knock them down,
Yo,
but they're still going to
yo,
exist.
Suspect. I got my eyebrows
Can
up.
you imagine?
All right,
I can imagine a year from now, they're like,
trying to put this in their
we're gonna
mind.
be like, we just bought Sega Industries, so we canceled the Gears of War 6 and we sent Initiative
What?
to work on Alex the Kid.
Talking here.
Who
Phil
is
Spencer.
talking? Phil
Spencer's
Spencer,
Russian now?
guys. Phil Spencer in the house.
I don't think so.
Initiative
I don't
is
think
working
so
on
either.
Alex the Kid too.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
No,
there
but
we go.
It
There we
does, It does allow you to have these smaller games that
Yeah.
you can make relatively cheap, relatively quickly, and start getting them into Game Pass.
Yes.
Game Pass is the beast that needs to keep eating. So
It
if
does.
you keep feeding it
Yes.
new games, even if they're not the biggest, craziest games,
And I
just
love
having that ability.
your
to
choice
keep
of
getting
words.
them in.
It is a beast. You have to fill it with games that are going to be for everyone. So they need to have a lot, and they need to have a lot of everything for everyone to want to be there and
Funny is that
continue to be
I'm
there.
genuinely shocked that they rarely do that for like Rare. Like they have a lot of characters, or like if you were born in that time, you're like, oh, I know who that guy is.
Yeah, but it's
like,
the studios you need.
yeah, I'm saying they could probably outsource a smaller studio to handle it, like they did with
Batman's swallowing
Battletoads,
out,
and
Shintaro.
they did it with Battletoads,
But
and they're
that's
doing
the-
it with Perfect Dark.
That's
and
the thing,
they should
right?
do it more often.
If they have somebody who wants to make them, they can do it, and that's the issue, right?
Yeah.
Like
People don't want to do
finding
it.
the studios. But when you have these large amounts of studios, they're gonna have after Activision Blizzard, just between what they have now and Activision, you're talking 32 studios. 34, but I think they're like smaller.
Like, can you imagine if Toys for Bob comes out and says, "We're making Banjo-Kazooie 3, boys. Let's
Well,
go."
that's what we were just talking about. Yeah, if they came out and did that, that'll be great, right? So, like, you figure at this, like Phil Spencer said, like Matt Booty Allen, they said 4 games a year. 32 studios.
4 big games. And
4
they
big
have,
games, but
yes,
they'll have 32
studios working on games.
That's
Listen,
a lot.
that's
Like,
crazy.
they're going to have either a really long time to make every game.
Yes.
Or they're going to have to definitely give us more than 4 games.
Or just have like 8
Well-
studios working on one game.
Well, the smaller
it's not
games,
necessary.
no, they're going to have a lot of smaller games, a lot of games that are going to, he said 4 big games, right?
True.
And like 1 a quarter for the year, right?
Yep.
So they also need fillers. We need more than just the big games.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So you figure if you got 32 studios, you figure four big games are coming out in a year. Like how many of those 32 studios are going to make big games?
Mm-hmm.
That's the question,
Yeah.
right? I mean, you have some heavy hitters in there, and then you got to figure Call of Duty is one of the big games that's going to come out every year or every 2 years.
Like for every Avowed, there's a Pentiment.
I don't know for yeah, more than likely, probably. But I mean, in a lot of the studios too, like you talk about 32, right? But you figure Obsidian is one studio,
Mhm.
and in Obsidian you have Grounded, you have Pentiment, and
Exactly.
you have Avowed,
Yeah.
right? So you have 3 games
Pillars.
that are being made at that one studio.
Exactly.
There's plenty of the other teams that are making like Playground Games, Fable, and Forza, right? You're going into a situation where they're gonna have so many, not just studios, but like actual games being made at
Mhm.
each studio. When you multiply, the numbers
It's
get
gonna be
crazy. What's
insane,
up,
but-
Dusty? Welcome, my friend.
Dusty.
Welcome.
Who's Dusty?
Hi, Dusty. Welcome. So, also, though, that gives him time to like rotate. That also gives him breathing room where they
Yes.
can delay something and not be a problem because
They don't
that
have
was
to
the
randomly
situation.
push stuff.
Yes, that was the situation that we were facing before, right? And we may not have that problem anymore. We shouldn't have that problem anymore.
No, and especially since we already have like a leg up on the 4 games a year, right?
Yes.
So like I just saw here Fonzo in the chat saying we won't see new games for a while, but Activision's working on 4 games that aren't COD related. Also, if some licenses can get renewed, there is scope for some awesome back catalog Game Pass editions. Those are facts, 100%.
I agree with 1,000%.
That's true, right? So, but you figure we already have like just for let's taking Activision out of it. We have 4 games easy next year.
Mm-hmm.
Big games, huge games lined
Yes.
up. And 2025
games.
is already lining up.
Set up.
And then we have games on Xbox side that we haven't even thought about yet. Like they're thought about, but I mean like Gear 6, there's not
Oh
something
my gosh, yeah.
we
In the
haven't talked
public.
about, but it's coming, right?
Like,
and
we
there's
know it's coming. It's
exactly.
just when
So
will they
there's
say
other
it?
ones, right? What are they doing with Halo, right? So like the 4 years already covered just with what they got. So
Mhm.
once you figure Activision has time to take those 4 games that are being made and really,
Get in there.
get them
yes.
right. And then they're easily going to have to switch that to like 5 games or 6 games a year.
And that's
Like
excellent
one
for the
every 2
consumer,
months, you know?
right? Because that's what we want. We want more. We want new. And the way that things just move along nowadays, like they are ready for that. I don't know if you guys recall, everyone's been up in arms. Like, what is Xbox doing? They bought all this stuff, but where are the results? And this takes time, right? And I kept saying they just need to get that wheel going. They just need to get their
Oh, yeah, the
momentum.
wheels-
And I
the
feel
wheels
like
gone.
they're there. Like they
yeah.
are starting. Dude, when Starfield hits,
That's it.
game over,
That's
guys.
it. Starfield is the start of,
Yep, of everything. I
everything
feel like
else.
this is just a new set, a new beginning for Xbox. I think that there's no more concern about delays. There's no more wait on Master Chief, right?
Oh, yeah.
He's
Poor
gonna
Master Chief.
he's gonna continue to finish his fight.
Listen,
but he's gonna
Xbox, you
have
better
a
not
whole.
Bro, they already
leave my
finished the
boy
fight.
yeah,
Master
you can't
Chief
leave
to
Master
the
Chief
side.
out. All
Okay?
right,
What
is
Philly
it?
Phil.
He's the main character in our story.
Yes.
And
I
he's
don't-
always to be
Don't
made.
do us
Well,
wrong,
the good thing
Philly.
is that they don't have to rely on him so much. Remember, there was the Xbox
Exactly.
was always made fun of and poked at for the fact that it was always just Halo, Gears of War, Forza, Halo, Gears of War, Forza, Halo,
Yeah.
quirky spin-off the mainline title that they like licensed from some random studio.
Yeah.
Then Gears of War and Forza. You know,
Yeah, well, I was just
So,
in the
that's
when I was
changed.
when I was on Booms, I saw one of the comments. Somebody said, "Do you remember when Xbox only had like 4 studios,
Yeah.
and now we're bumping that up
32,
to
you guys.
30 of
This
them.
is crazy.
Plus 30 plus studios.
Yes.
That's crazy. Shintaro brought up the fact that if they do go ahead and buy Sega, imagine if they brought back Virtual Fighter.
Maybe that'll
Virtual
be their
Fighter
new
6.
fighting game. that they invest
Listen,
in.
fighting games are back.
Listen, he just brought that
Guys.
up, right? But I didn't
Oh my
even
God,
think
wait,
about this
Killer
shit.
Instinct Cross Virtual
Bro,
Fighter.
forget cross. Forget cross. Xbox needs a fighting freaking game studio.
Yes.
What's up, G-Wave?
Yes,
Welcome,
Shin.
man.
Just have the developer
he
Virtual
needs-
Fighter make Killer
G-Wave.
Instinct.
Hi.
They need a fighting game studio. I didn't even realize. I forgot that freaking Sega
Fighting games are back,
makes
baby.
Virtual Fighter, bro. You take Sega, you get their fighting squad into making for, oh my God,
And
Killer
hey,
Instinct.
You mentioned Xbox
What?
Kart Racer. They make Sonic and All Stars Racing. Those were good.
Oh,
Yo.
damn.
Yo.
Sega makes more sense
Shin,
than
what have you
ever,
brought
bro.
up?
Shin, you did it. You did it.
Wait.
Oh,
Or
everything's
Shin.
lining up, bro.
Yes.
Or the plot twist is that they announced Sonic and All Stars Racing, but the All Stars are Xbox characters.
Damn.
That would be crazy.
That would be dope.
Yo. Can you imagine?
Oh, man. I listen, this is my belief. I believe after January, they'll announce they're trying to buy Sega.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna let the smoke settle.
Phil, we're going to give you a break. All
They're-
right.
well,
we're going to need you to
for big
acquire,
breaks. The little guys,
you
we
know, the
want
little
next.
guys. Get right to it. And I'm sure they will, because to them, this had to be frustrating. It did feel like, shoot, you're wasting our time. There was a lot of back and forth, a lot of money spent. So I think that they're eager to, and I'm sure that just like they had a game plan to this situation all taking place, and they knew why they were buying these studios and what they were going to do with them. I do feel like they had a plan, and they had it mapped out as to what their moves were going to be after acquiring Activision, because it was such a waste of time, like, to be dragged so long.
Absolutely. So G-Wave is Dusty. Dusty is G-Wave.
Woo!
G-Wave
All
is
right,
his
I'm digging
podcast
it.
channel. So I just read that there. So I was like, let's
All
update
right,
that so
all
we
right.
know it's good.
G-Wave is wild.
But yes, I am. That really got me excited. The
Yeah.
idea, like, that broadens what the appeal of Sega a big amount. You know, they
Of
got the
course.
kart racer in house. They got the fighting game in house. Come on, man.
We
This is
need
like-
it. We need it. We need it.
We do need
We
it.
need it.
This is absolutely needed.
Puyo Halo Edition.
Oh my gosh.
Listen, I'm down. I'll play. Listen, you slap Halo on something.
Yeah, you put Master Chief on anything, and
I'm in.
CMoney's
Bro,
gonna pick it
you'd
up.
play Lego
I am
Halo.
in.
Yeah,
Oh
he
my God, I
would.
would love a
Oh,
Lego
he
Halo.
so
What are you talking
would.
about? You're saying that as if like it's
Yeah, I know.
a mockery.
I
I'm
know.
like, yes, please.
Lego Halo.
Even they were making a Mega Bloks one. Bring
Yeah.
it back.
I don't know why.
Let's do it. I'm ready for anything Halo. Let's go.
Oh, Mega Constructs
sure.
now or
Oh
something.
my God, yo! I saw on Twitter somebody put up. I guess they did a mod for Resident Evil 4,
Yes.
and they put Master Chief.
in Resident Evil 4.
Oh
No.
it looks so sick.
Okay, you got to show me. All right.
Yeah,
Not right
I
now,
think I'm gonna
obviously,
download it.
but
I
you
wanna
got to
play it.
show
Yo,
me.
you're gonna
That's
download
gonna
a
make-
ROM? A mod, I mean.
I'm gonna download Mom. That would be
A
really
mod.
weird. She's right here.
Mod 2.
I'm not downloadable, all
She's
right?
not downloadable.
She's DLC.
She's here. She's mine.
An expansion
Um,
pack.
But I think I'm gonna download it, dude. That will really make me want to play freaking Resident
There
Evil
we
4.
go.
now.
I'm going to check it
Wait,
out.
did they change his voice or does he sound like Leon?
No, I have no idea. But they
Do
just
you
showed.
think
They
that
just showed the
this
fun
will
part
make
of
them want to
playing.
give like Halo a darker tone?
They need
Can
to
you
do a
guys
third-person
imagine?
Halo,
Well, they
bro.
tried to do
Ooh.
a dark thing with like Halo 4, make it a little edgier, and people hated it. So, yeah.
All right, they need to get over it and let's go. Get him a
Just
little.
make a horror game
little-
in the Halo universe. Have
They
a
need to
Spartan
break. They
in,
need
like,
to
a
break
Halo,
out of their
you know.
mold for
Mhm.
all of their franchises.
They need to surprise us. And the great thing about having so many studios is that they can afford to do that now, because it's not like, oh my gosh, we messed up Halo. They don't want it like this. This was a
Yep.
big fail. This was it. This is all we had planned. There's no longer that situation going on. And listen, as much of a fall as Redfall was, you know, technically.
And just yeah, I mean,
All right.
originals. Like,
It wasn't
I
bad.
think sequels are the big
Listen,
thing. You know?
the thing is that what did Philly know? He was like, yo, you guys don't even know. I'm sitting on freaking Starfield. Like, he knew what was coming. He knew what they were working on. He felt disappointed, but like that's what pushed him. Like if that was what they had, like that would have sucked, yo. Because like you could feel his pain for letting us down, for letting like that. Well, not so many of us, because CMoney loved the game. I thought the game was cool.
And having them let us down.
Yes.
Wait, I have a question. Can you travel to Earth in Starfield?
That's a good question.
What if they make a prequel to
1,000
Starfield
planets.
showing that they had to escape Earth because this place came like basically Wall-E and shit. Everything was on
Why
fire.
would there
and
be a
shit.
sequel?
No,
I mean, a prequel
in the future
to a game that is an endless game.
Listen, Madman is just trying to help them out,
just
all right? Just in
story-wise,
case
for
you're a
your-
little
into the-
stuck with
into
the
the,
story
story and
right
shit.
now.
Gotcha.
That's all he's doing, all right?
Yeah, you know,
Good
and it could be
looking out,
different kind of games,
Madman.
escaping Earth and some of that'll be switch up, maybe a little more narrative driven.
There you go.
The story is not about escaping Earth. It's I don't even know.
No, I know
All right,
it's
Philly,
It's
in
a life
Bethesda,
out there.
holla at your boy, all right?
We don't need those type of ideas.
I'm Bethesda's boy.
Let's keep them.
I'm your
Let's
favorite
keep
boy.
In
them
the back
cool.
pocket.
Yeah. But yeah, so obviously the big purchases are going to be something different.
Yes.
Right? But now with all of these new studios ready to go, they're going to be working, right? They're already working on stuff. It's not like they were waiting on Xbox to buy them to do it.
Exactly.
Right. So that's just going to happen. That's going to keep going. Now, maybe people might feel it's too soon. I don't. Like, I'm like, what's next?
Let's go. See, I
I
wanted...
do think it is like it'll probably be like the beginning of next year. They'll be like, okay, we're gonna buy Sega or something like
Well,
that.
I think the beginning of next year would be a big company.
Yes, but the
one.
smaller
I think from
companies for now.
to the end of the year, I think they're going to scoop up some of the smaller
Maybe
ones.
some
I
like
think we,
tiny
though, like us, we need to take this in because we were out there like reading emails, trying to read between the lines of like everything. We were detectives, you guys, like trying to make assumptions of everything that like popped in and like trying to dissect it all. And I do feel like this is a huge moment where we shouldn't be like, okay, what are you guys buying next? Yes, we can talk about it and it's exciting, the idea of where this is going to go next, but let's not forget to like take this huge moment in. Like, this is crazy. They finally did it. Like, I mean, but let me ask you a question. Can this be appealed in any way? Like, can this be a problem or is it a done deal?
So this is what I would say. Technically, it can be appealed, right?
Okay.
Between now and Friday. Okay. But the way that the CMA bent the knee as soon as this ruling came through,
it seems like
leads
there's
me
not
to
going to be a
believe that
problem.
they know that this is done.
Yeah.
They know that this is over. They're canceling their litigation. Why would they cancel their litigation if they thought there was a chance that this was going to be stopped somehow?
I agree.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So technically the answer is yes, but all the hope is gone. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you got to imagine considering the way that the trial was going and the way that they were essentially kind of being clowned around, that they were like, yo, we just rip the Band-Aid and
I
have
don't know,
this
just genuinely
just
think
be
after
done.
listening to that court case, they're like, man, we stand a chance, you know?
Yeah.
Like, no, that wasn't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
at some point, I do feel though like they had to be like, guys, this is just over. We're out here. We don't even know what to do with
They listened to the
ourselves.
same court case that I listened to when
Yeah.
I was tapped in onto the stream.
It was really bad. Some of the
Honey,
things
that's an
I didn't
embarrassment.
listen to it personally,
It
but
was
some of the things
horrible.
that CMoney mentioned to me, ooh, that was rough.
There was
It was
just
just
no
a waste
coming
of time.
back from it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like there was just no way to come back from.
It was like, so you guys
That
went
situation.
to law school? Just so I know.
I feel like it was just like the interns and shit. They're like
They
the
gather
law
up.
students. Like
1,
here,
2,
guys,
3,
go
win.
try this. Go try to see
Jimmy.
if you can win. But no, that was a whole different situation. I don't think there was any coming back from that. But yeah, so now that they're free, which is that's what I'm most excited about, right?
Yes.
I'm most excited about Xbox being free
I agree.
because one of the heartbreaking things that happen, and again, we all kind of believe that it's not gone.
1,
but
2, 3, aggressive.
one of the heartbreaking things that happened was
Square.
no, Embracer bought Crystal Dynamics and
Yes.
Eidos, right?
Which that makes Square Enix a lot more less appealing, you know?
yeah,
Like,
which
was it
well,
now? Final Fantasy Kingdom Hearts, that's basically it now. That
well,
means
yeah, I mean,
something,
Square
though.
is they're they're a whole
Yeah,
different.
the only
mess.
thing that gives inflated price tags are legacy content like Chrono Trigger and Mana and stuff like
yeah,
that.
but for our purposes, the idea of because Xbox was tied up in this whole thing with Activision, they could not go and buy Crystal Dynamics at that time. They couldn't buy Eidos Montreal or any of Eidos. So because of that, like that was a huge miss for me because those are like studios that I
Big boy
100%
studios.
want them to have.
Like Tomb Raider and
Right.
stuff like that. All the fun stuff.
Fonto said they went to National Lampoon's Law School.
They did.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, that movie was awesome. You remember that movie?
I've never seen any of the
well,
Lampoon
not law
movies.
school, but
With-
National
with-
Lampoon.
Wait, there was
Yeah.
a law school one?
No,
No,
no.
I just know. I just
being
knew
funny.
Christmas Vacation, and I never seen it. So,
But that, yeah, so that was a big blow for me personally because I really thought like they would be perfect. Now remember, Crystal Dynamics is helping make. Well, I think they're pretty much making Perfect Dark
Yeah.
with the initiative,
yeah.
and Eidos is helping. I forget the other game that is being made, but they're helping with a different game for Xbox.
Mhm.
So I mean, the idea that a lot of people have is that the Embracer was just kind of like a holding company who bought the
I feel
studios
that way
for
too.
Xbox.
Yes.
And then Xbox can pull up and be like, hey,
We're ready now.
We're ready to buy them.
Will they buy
But
Lord of the Rings?
Embracer's hurting now. Like they're in bad shape.
Like imagine buying if they bought Lord of the Rings and they're like,
and
oh,
you
we got fun plans.
You don't
with
think
buddy.
that's all a part of like the plan? Like, oh, we're hurting, come and
So
buy us, right? You don't
Yes.
think this is convenient
well, if they
timing?
bought all Embracer, that would be crazy.
Like a
because
little
they
bit
would
ridiculous.
get
It
shit
just
ton of-
seems like if
that
you're
would be
holding
crazy.
something
Splitters coming
for
to Game
someone
Pass.
and you're supposed to kind of hand it over, wouldn't you start feeling that ache? You start to
No,
feel
that makes
that,
sense.
try to
That
kick
makes
and scream
sense.
a little bit.
Oh, we're hurting so bad.
then,
we're desperate
Philly's
to
like,
sell.
you need a hero, someone to do it. And here I go. Here I go, he says.
Oh my god.
He
Waterboy the
saves
video
the
game coming
day.
to Xbox.
Well, listen, that's the thing, right? So there was a sad time when that happened. So I don't want to see that happen again, right? So like
Yeah.
there's certain studios that I feel like Microsoft cannot wait. They
Mhm.
cannot dick around. They need to go and seal the deal and close on these people.
Yeah.
All right.
I think they should buy Capcom.
Oh.
Capcom is a publisher, right? So that's like buying Sega. So
That
I
would be cool.
love
though.
to buy Capcom.
I mean, Devil May
but
Cry, Resident Evil, Monster Hunter.
I think
That's good
Capcom
stuff.
is the better purchase for me in my mind.
like
but
Sonic
Comes
and-
with
but
everything.
the fact that they already looked like they were looking into Sega
Mhm.
via those emails
Yeah.
leads me to believe that's just the next one that they're
Yeah.
looking at. But so what I feel like they can't mess up, they need to buy a Sobo.
Oh,
They
Plague
have to buy a
Tale and
Sobo.
Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Lockdown, Microsoft Flight Simulator team.
That's like a hand-in-hand situation at this
a done
point.
deal. Again, it's literally just like before they owned Playground.
hmm
And Playground's making Forza Horizon.
Yeah.
They weren't owned, but they were making it. And finally, after so
They
many
ripped the
games,
Band-Aid.
they put a ring on it, lock it down. They just do the same thing with a Sobo. But I want to happen.
Sony
I
did
want
the
it
same
to
thing with,
happen before part 3 of Plague's Tale.
Also,
Yeah.
it was Xbox exclusive.
Yeah, because I want it to be Xbox exclusive, and I want it to be a huge
Amazing.
game.
Yeah,
really
like,
trying to
it's
stick
like
it
The
to
Witcher
Jimmy,
3
huh?
of their
Yes,
franchise.
Jimmy
you
needs
know?
to go away.
Well,
All
what am I
right?
thinking?
Jimmy might not even have a job after the
Jimmy
end of
may
the year.
not even have a job. I think I just really want to see Jimmy in a reality show right now.
Well, he has to
like,
get fired for that.
Could you
he gets fired,
imagine,
wait
guys?
3 years, and then we can see him on
And then
TV.
we could see him because
making a
he's
fool
like
of himself.
good TV, you guys. That's
Not
what
good
we've
TV. He
learned.
ain't a good looking guy.
Entertaining TV. No, not that. Entertainment at
G-Wave
its
said,
best.
I'm really liking this show, guys, for real, for real.
Oh,
Shucks.
thank
Thanks,
you,
thanks.
Thanks, G-Wave.
babes.
Appreciate it, bro.
Thank you.
But yeah, no, I feel like they got to do it. They got to lock him down before anything stupid happens.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, remember, Asobo has like this real tight connection with Focus Interactive, who's been publishing their games. And it's like, listen, don't let Focus buy them.
Don't F up.
Ew,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
that's
Like,
pretty bad.
don't wait until it's too late, right?
I
Just do
agree.
it. Buy them, and it's done. The other team, Certain Affinity. Certain Affinity is the team that helps with Halo. Okay, they do a lot of multiplayer, but they're also making like this big expansion for Halo. Supposed to be like a battle royale type scenario. We
You
don't know
excited for
100%.
it?
Good for them.
Yeah, absolutely. I can't wait. I cannot wait.
I mean,
I
the
watched
idea
CMoney play a little Halo online
The
the other
idea
night.
of like Halo
Listen,
Battle Royale is
I did good. Okay.
I didn't say
Just
anything.
the way
I didn't say
you were looking
anything.
at the camera could lead some people to believe that I was not performing to a satisfactory standard in Halo.
Just
look.
saying.
Here's the thing.
Saying.
Here's the thing. ladies and
I think we
gentlemen.
need to do a live stream.
I forgot what I was saying.
All right.
I'll do one eventually.
Eventually.
All right, I'll
He's
do
gonna
one
go
eventually.
practice and practice.
Oh yeah. Wait. But here's the problem though. As cool as a Halo Battle Royale sounds, when you've got Fortnite where you can play as Master Chief and basically every other character known to mankind, what's the true value of a Halo
Well,
multiplayer
when I say
Battle
Battle
Royale?
Royale, I don't mean exactly. It's not an actual Battle
Yeah,
Royale.
I don't think you're
just
talking
mean like
about
it's
Fortnite
that,
style.
Last Man
Yeah.
that
Standing.
type of work. Yeah, like, a similar type of. I don't know the exact way they'll do it.
Oh,
But so remember, they had Warzone,
yeah.
which they didn't launch in Infinity, but in Halo 5, they had Warzone, which was a PvE.
Yeah.
So you would play against, like, you would kill each other, but also environment, like CPU, like
Yeah.
yeah.
the aliens.
You
would be
know,
running around.
PUBG's trying to be more like Fortnite and be all cute and have a Dragon Ball in PUBG now. Like you can like blast beams
Really?
and shit on
Oh
the
my
map,
gosh.
like,
I used to love
cartoonish
PUBG.
like and stuff like that.
The thing is that I think a lot of these military type
Like it looks really
shooters
cheesy though. Like
are
they literally
changing.
just shoot shit with like
Yeah,
like
but you know
beams
what?
and
There's
shit.
only
It's
so
weird.
far you can take a military shooter with characters.
Yeah.
Like on Retri was saying that
They do really random
that
stuff.
Call of Duty has some characters from somewhere else.
No,
now.
they had a Attack on Titan
coming
thing
in?
where like you could be the Beast Titan or some shit that would crash through the map or some stupid shit like that. And it's like
See, but
cool,
I do
but
feel,
why?
yeah, it is cool, but exactly why? I do feel like that's a reach. Like, that's kind of like, that's what Fortnite does. And come on, let's not, like, Fortnite is a combination, it started as just a combination of freaking pretty much Minecraft and PUBG, right? So now we're trying to take a little bit from that, which you can't blame them for, and see what
you gotta
see if
shift
it
gears
takes.
somehow.
You do have to see, what people respond to, but you risk that line of kind of clowning yourself, though.
Yeah.
But dude,
And that's the
see, this is
It
the
just
problem.
got really thirsty where PUBG made a thing like Evangelion and like Overwatch made a thing with One Punch Man. It's like, it looks weird because
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know
but
why.
you know what? People don't care what it looks like.
You got to get
You
with
know
the
what I'm saying?
times.
People,
You
if-
got to try
if
it, but you
tell
got to
me
be
that
careful.
Master Chief is in Call of
Oh
Duty.
my God, he will go and turn
I'm
it
gonna
on right
go
now. Yeah.
Be Master Chief in
Yeah,
Call of Duty.
he
Like
would.
that's just gonna happen, right?
But here's
So,
the problem. A
like,
lot of
I don't
times
care.
it's never like it's Saitama of Overwatch. It's always just like you get to wear his colors in Overwatch, Or
Yeah.
Okay,
you get
well,
to pick up this item.
that's corny.
in
I mean,
Overwatch.
obviously,
And
it
it's like,
depends on how they actually do the stuff, but they're all gonna have to adapt and grow, right? People are only gonna want to do the military shooter thing for so long in a battle royale, right?
Yes.
You gotta liven it up. Fortnite they get so little credit for how
Oh my gosh.
amazing
Yeah, how
Fortnite
creative they are, because they don't just bring in characters. They have original characters that are super freaking dope. I buy the skins too. Like, I don't just wait for like a popular character to pop in that I'm into.
I mean, I do.
I look through everything.
Remember, literally the only reason I gave Fortnite a look in the eye was because the Mandalorian was introduced.
Oh, he loves
and that's
the
when I was cracked out on
Mandalorian.
Mandalorian hype because
You really were.
Like it was like season 2 was airing and that shit was insane. And then the character he was in Fortnite. I'm like, fuck it, I'll play Fortnite. And I like Fortnite.
Got
now.
into it.
Yeah,
Hard.
well,
I used to be like a
my
Fortnite
Master
hater for the
Chief brought
longest
me
time.
back.
Yo, but Master Chief got swag on Fortnite.
Master Chief
Nobody
is the
can
best
dance like Master
character
Chief
in
on Fortnite.
Fortnite.
Any dance you have him
matter
do,
what.
he makes it look good. I don't
Challenge
know why.
you. If you play Fortnite, if you have Master Chief,
Go
put him up against any other character
Anybody
you own.
with
Make him do
all
the dances.
Yo,
Master
he
Chief
got
does them the
swag.
best.
Well,
He
Miles
got
will make
that
him sweat.
riz.
Miles will make him
Facts.
sweat.
No, he doesn't. Miles not even on his level. Miles
Yeah.
is the best of the rest. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Mandalorian might give him a little bit of a break, a
See,
little
G Wave
sweat
said
all
you're not
over his
alone in the
face.
Mandalorian hype, and Carmel did 2 dots. So
Bruh.
Carmel, welcome.
what's up, Evan?
Evan.
See, the Mandalorian hype was real.
Mandalorian.
What happened to season
Season
3?
three
I don't know,
Died,
bro.
bro.
You guys got to get into it
Here's
again.
the problem. That's where
Oh,
corporate shit got
man.
involved. The first 2 seasons were made out of storytelling, and it felt right. Season 3, they injected a bunch of random characters. They supposedly rumors that they killed off Mandalorian. I don't know even what happened really, and now there's new characters at the forefront. And it's like, where are you going? It's directionless, kind of.
Do
There's
you
no
guys,
reason.
Do you guys think that maybe season 3 had anything to do with like
The reason why no one talks
potentially
about it anymore.
Pedro Pascal doing The
Pascal.
Last of Us, Pascal doing The Last of Us, and kind of maybe feeling like he wants to show his face?
Probably. Like, I want people to see my face.
Yeah, like,
Please,
dude,
look
like,
at me.
He got a
Maybe.
little taste of something else, and maybe that's what shifted season 3, or maybe he wanted more money. He got a taste of some other type
And
of
plus,
money.
they're trying to like the Marvel shit, where they're
know?
trying to tie things together.
Listen, G-Wave says he disagrees. Respectfully. Okay?
Respectfully. Oh,
So what does he disagree with? Thinking
Season
the
3?
season 3
was mid.
So that's what
slander.
I'm saying, guys.
We
You
didn't
guys have
watch
to.
the first
But from
couple
You
what we
guys
episodes.
watched the first
literally,
one.
The first 2 episodes were all about just. Remember season 2 where we killed off a bunch of characters and we gave them the closure to their arcs, but we're reopening them and resurrecting dead characters. Like he was obsessed with
But
trying to resurrect this droid that was like destroyed.
there
It's like,
are
that is my
times-
droid, bro. And shit
There
like that.
are
You wouldn't
times that I watch like the first episode or 2 and I'm not digging something, and you just keep at it and it pops back in. You know what I mean? Because you guys
That's
have
true.
faithfully been watching the show. And
G-Wave, did you watch the whole season? Because maybe we're just
Maybe it
talking
picks up.
ignorant because we didn't quite pass the threshold
we didn't
of
finish.
greatness.
I do
You know
want
what
to
I'm
finish
saying?
it, but yeah.
Yeah, we have to.
Just
we have
not the
to get
same
back
so
to it.
far.
We have to get back to it.
And by the way, love the way you talk, G-Wave. Respectfully disagree. I like that.
respectfully.
I love that.
I see.
Facts. Not every chapter in a book is captivating. True.
That's true. That's
True.
fair.
So
Dropping
you got to
bombs
ride that
here.
wave,
All right,
baby.
we gotta do it. We gotta.
Yeah, let's
we
do it,
gotta-
ladies and gents.
gotta
I'll make
watch
sure
the
they get it
Mando.
done.
We'll do it.
G-Wave, I got
We'll do
you.
it.
And you'll join
You
us, right,
guys.
Doodle?
I will have to start from season 1.
Oh, I'm
What?
down with that. Season 1 was where it was peak,
Bro,
bro.
we barely got through season 3
when we
right
fin-
now.
when-
We gotta finish season.
You guys
season
gotta
3
catch
and
up
we'll do it.
before you bring
I
me
would
into this
gladly
mess.
watch Mandalorian season 1 and 2 with you. That's where
Okay.
it was at its peak.
That's the deal. There we go. There
Yeah,
you
I'll
go.
rewatch them after.
See,
it takes
money.
too long,
Listen,
bro.
we have The
Yeah.
Witcher going on.
We do have
I'm
The
gonna
Witcher.
handle Mando with Madman, and then
How's season 3 been going?
That's
though?
true. You are
Of
on
Witcher.
vacation.
How's season
For
3 been
The
going?
Witcher?
Witcher, yeah.
Oh,
Right.
I'm loving it.
Digging it.
Yeah, so far.
All right.
I heard reviews with people trying to say they downplay it and shit like that. Like, it was and people are like acting
I
like
think
shit.
there's
It's
a
like,
lot
eh.
of annoyance with the fact, like, I can only imagine how coming into this season, knowing that he's
This is
leaving
it.
and this is his last season and they're going to continue the show with another actor, you have to kind of come in and feel like a certain way about it. And I was on the podcast kicking and screaming and saying how I wasn't going to get over it, but I'm so into like season 3. I'm going to give season 4 a chance.
Yeah,
we'll
you
see
are.
what happens.
I always knew that was gonna happen.
You know,
That was just
but
facts.
I had to go through my process. All right. I was just letting it out. All right.
Listen, G-Wave says he can talk Star Wars, Marvel, DC, and gaming all day.
Let's go. We can have a comic
G-Wave,
night.
Guess
Let's
what?
do it.
You
He's
should,
ready.
if you have Discord, you should join our Discord.
You
And
should. I mean, you should.
that's where we continue the conversation.
of
But
course.
Yeah, man.
that would
But,
be dope.
So, okay. So Witcher is great. Mando, we got to get back to.
You
we need a
guys
Mando
should. You guys,
game.
you both should
A
be
real
ashamed of
video
yourselves.
I want a real video
Dropping
game.
Mando
That's
Mando
amazing.
so
be.
quick over one
should be ashamed.
episode.
I want a real Mandalorian game.
It wasn't
though.
one episode.
You guys
Two
watched?
episodes,
No.
two
I'm
episodes,
sorry.
two.
Season 3. You guys watched the one episode or whatever.
No, season 3 was
Face
two
the wall,
episodes.
both of you. I'm gonna give him timeout, G Wave. Time
They're
out
like
for
in a
them.
cave or some shit. I think I remember. Yeah.
Oh my god. All right. So listen,
Yes.
the studios.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. We got all the way over here. Okay, got all the
I
way
know-
over here.
Look,
All right, guys.
Look, I know what you're thinking.
But certain affinity has to
Microsoft-
get bought.
Oh, I was gonna say Warner Brothers should buy.
Oh my god! Don't talk about Warner
Microsoft should
Brothers.
buy Warner
Yes,
Brothers.
Warner Brothers.
Mad
Men
I-
dropping
that's a
fast.
publisher. But I feel like Warner Brothers is the same. They're in the same boat as like a Bethesda and
I love when
Disney.
you say that.
D-Ray.
I love
that's
that.
fair, that's fair.
They're in the
D-Ray
same
is
boat as a
so
Bethesda
funny.
and a
Disney.
Activision, where it's kind of like they just need to go buy them because Warner Brothers
Yeah.
has like a whole bunch of crazy
But
shit
like they're
going
like
on right
fall-
now.
Like they're in a horrible
yeah, like,
situation
everything's
right now.
falling apart for them.
Yeah, the Flash literally is gonna probably put them in debt, supposedly, like massive,
Listen,
and it's like ridiculous. One of the biggest flops in history.
that's when Philly strikes, when everything's falling apart.
Exactly.
So-
Phil is a
Yo.
low-key gangster. Yo, he
He
just
really
walks around.
is.
He's like, how you doing? You need some help?
Yeah.
Like, bro,
got
can you imagine? Like, if they do it,
Listen,
that means Harry Potter and DC. That's all they need. They can literally just buy those two things, and they're like, they get everything in the world.
That's what I'm saying. You buy Warner Brothers, you get a lot, bro. We get our superheroes.
Philly finds
we can get a Matrix video game that's good.
Well, first of all, that Matrix demo was amazing.
Awesome.
Yeah, so that demo was amazing.
But
so
what was the whole game, though?
That's what I'm saying. Like, the rest of it being made into a game, that'll be freaking sick, bro.
Yeah.
But the biggest thing that Microsoft lacks,
unlike Matrix,
are superhero games, man. Like, that's where PlayStation has
and fighting games, which
they got Spider-Man. But wait, if they buy Warner Bros., they'll get Mortal Kombat.
Well, they will get Mortal Kombat, so the fighting game is covered there. But the superhero game is the big deal because there's a lot of people who just buy a PlayStation because they know they're going to get Spider-Man,
and now Wolverine, you guys. Okay, real quick.
We
I'm
just
sorry.
saw that Deadpool 3 Wolverine.
Yeah.
Shit.
Image,
wait, you saw
like,
that?
I get it.
I was going to ask. I was going to ask you guys.
Oh my God.
You saw the image, bro?
On a side note,
cool.
On a side note, Deadpool 3, you guys.
Yo, Wolverine
like, I'm freaking
in his
losing
actual
my
suit,
like his yellow suit.
Guys,
come on, man. That's
Are you
wild.
freaking kidding me?
That's
I'm
wild.
so I was so annoyed that the movie, like, they announced it and it's gonna take so long, and then I watched that freaking Ryan Reynolds, his little promo thing with Hugh Jackman in the back. Yeah, I lost my freaking mind. Yo, the costumes now, they went like with a brighter.
It's very
yes, I'm so in, dude.
They're
like
going very fourth
I'm
wall,
antsy. I can't wait.
Deadpool normally is because they've been taking pictures of that where they shouldn't. And someone snapped a picture of a prop, which was a burning 20th Century Fox logo, but ginormous.
Really?
Like burning and shit.
Yo, you guys know Deadpool's my favorite.
Your favorite superhero ever?
Like Marvel.
Oh, Marvel.
Superman.
Wait, then who's number one?
Smallville.
Oh,
gotta say, you know I break things down. All right, I have commitment issues. I have to box everything into different compartments.
So Superman's your
that
number
there's
one.
a lot. Listen, Madman, stop trying to commit me to stuff. All right, I just said
hard.
Deadpool was my favorite Marvel superhero.
I like
right?
Spider-Man. CMoney likes Batman. Just be two-dimensional.
No, but see, Batman's DC. There's a whole other situation going on over there.
I get my Batman's exclusive.
You know what's funny?
G-Wave says Batman and Wolverine.
I don't really give
Wolverine, he was my shit back in the day.
Oh, Wolverine? Yeah, he's badass. You know what's funny? The Batman, when I
C-Money's
ever think about
obsessed
Batman, I'm
with
like,
Batman.
normally I honestly don't give a shit about Batman, but anytime there's like a Batman movie or a Joker or whatever the heck, they're always phenomenal.
They're so
like, the
good.
Batman was phenomenal. Joker,
the Batman
phenomenal.
was insane.
That's the only part of DC that I actually really like. So, yeah.
They find a way to, like, give, like, what was his name? Joaquin something?
Joaquin Phoenix?
Yes.
Joaquin
Phoenix.
The
wow.
way he played Joker was just insane.
Perfect.
It just, like, drew
like,
you in.
You are fucking nuts.
You are, yeah. Like, you're like, holy crap, is this really happening? Like, it's crazy.
And it's the perfect villain horror story because
And
I hate when they go either two ways.
Mm-hmm.
One where they just make a villain story with just being a villain and nothing more, or where they try to redeem him so much that they try to make him a protagonist.
Yeah.
It was perfect balance. You understand why he became evil, but he doesn't exactly redeem himself either.
True.
It's good. It's perfect.
And Robert Pattinson, I'm not gonna
As
lie.
Batman?
I was like, what? What are you trying to make me drink, yo?
Batman.
I did not buy that for a second when
Like
it started.
Twilight,
and
that
this
creep.
motherfucker, bro, he's Batman, guys.
The world
He's
says
Batman.
Christian Bale, I say Robert Patterson.
He's freaking Batman.
Which, hey,
Listen.
you're the
He was
guy who
so
likes
good.
Batman here. What do you think was better, the Dark Knight or the Batman?
Oh, damn, putting you on a spicy money. Damn,
Problem is,
that's
the
wrong.
Dark Knight has other things wrapped into
Like
it.
Joker, Heath Ledger,
which is Joker,
Yeah.
Heath Ledger, right? So I would say the Dark Knight is still
the best
the
one
best.
because of the villain.
because of the combination between Batman and Joker. Heath Ledger was the best Batman.
You
Easy.
mean the best?
I mean,
Joker?
the best
Yeah.
Joker.
Best Batman.
Sorry,
I was like, yo, what movie were you watching?
he was the best.
Yeah,
Joker,
he was insane. Like, that was crazy.
I do have
The
to
way he
watch
portrayed that
Dark Knight. I
character.
saw Batman Begins, so I didn't see the Dark Knight. I still had to see that one.
Guys, so listen, the fact that freaking Call of Duty is going to be in Game Pass,
Oh yeah.
what the fudge?
That's huge.
That's huge.
So there's word on the streets.
What
Okay.
streets? See,
The streets, the behind the scenes streets. Okay, I don't have I don't have official, but I've been
All
getting
right,
word
all right.
that Call of Duty might be in Game Pass
This year? Ah. Why buy games, guys? Just get Game
Game Pass
Pass.
is the
This
answer,
is
bro.
ridiculous.
How dare you not watch The Dark Knight? Yes.
Yes, we gotta
Yes.
get you
Fault,
on
man,
this
man.
stuff. Yeah, it is our fault,
It is-
though.
it's our
It is
fault.
our
Yeah.
fault. You technically yours. You've let him down.
How the heck?
Because
How did I
listen,
let him
I
down?
can't take the blame.
Bruh.
So the reason is
Mhm.
because you can't take the blame,
I shouldn't.
not because
So
you're
this is
the
on
reason.
you.
Look,
Got it.
look.
Right?
It was so
It
bad.
adds up, guys. When I
My
think
fault,
about
guys.
it also, yeah. Thank you, C. Oh
My
my
fault.
gosh.
Wow, that was beautiful.
I
That was
love when you
beautiful.
own up to things.
I try.
So you got to make it right.
Facts.
Yeah.
Okay, just like Indiana Jones, right, guys?
No,
Right, guys?
no,
Y'all watch
you
Indiana
can't
He didn't
make
watch
me.
Indiana Jones
no, guys,
either.
don't
Guys,
you dare.
right?
Guys,
He should be watching
no.
Indiana Jones.
No.
We got the Indiana
No.
Jones game coming
Listen.
exclusively to
Okay,
the Xbox.
listen.
He needs to know
Gosh darn
what
it.
Indiana Jones is.
I know what Indiana
right,
Jones
guys?
is.
that.
I know what it is.
Right, guys?
No
Raiders of the
one's
Lost Ark.
answering.
I know. I know
Listen.
No,
Indiana
no,
Jones.
you didn't watch the movie,
think-
fam.
Oh, yeah,
Indiana
there we go.
Jones is way too old. I can't
too
go back
old?
that far.
Bruh.
That should
a
be-
good movie is a good movie, no matter what.
Yo,
That
you
should
unplug
be
that, bro. Hit
a
that.
boys'
Oh.
night.
Whoops.
See,
A
nobody
boys'
has
night?
anything to say. Hey,
They
Evan.
all-
Evan's back.
All right. Well,
What up, Evan?
Nobody has
If we're
anything
talking
to
about classic
say.
movies-
They all have said Indiana Jones.
Nobody
it's written
said
right
it.
there.
It's
Read
No,
it.
I can't see
Nah,
it.
hey,
Yeah.
I don't
classic
see
Star
it.
Wars is still
Yeah,
I
fire.
gotta
can't see
wear
it.
glasses.
Guys, look, I'm looking. I can't.
It's in
I
there.
don't see it.
Hey,
Everybody
to be fair,
believes it.
I
Whatever,
would
see.
say that classic Star Wars is better than modern Star Wars, apart from Mandalorian. So, hey, Indiana Jones could be great still, you know?
Well, it is great still.
Well, I mean, it would be
Have you seen
nice
Indiana Jones?
Yeah,
to
for sure.
watch it when he was
Oh.
like young, I guess. But it's like, dude, we watch.
Back to the Future was good, though. Hey, I was old. You got me there,
we
buddy.
Wa-
I'll come back
I was
another day.
sidestepping, all right, Madman. We watched Mission Impossible from 1996, and
Hey.
I can't believe.
But you say
Well,
you
I
love that
felt like-
movie.
I like
Oh my
the
God, they're
newer
so
ones.
good.
They have to
Oh my
look fresh,
God.
guys. They have to look
Oh.
modern. That's not
my
how I said it. I did
God.
not say it like that.
Oh my
The
god,
disrespect.
that's wild.
They're wilding, guys.
Okay, so
Let's
Oh,
go.
no,
Call
they
of
just
Duty
died in 2 seconds.
is gonna be in Game Pass, which is a big deal. Okay, it's a big deal.
It is huge.
because the world is gonna know that if you subscribe to Game Pass, you get Call of Duty.
As a part of so many games, how can you go to a store and pay for Call of Duty full price when you can get it in Game Pass? Like, listen, if you call, like, I just don't know. Like, even if you don't call yourself like a full blown gamer, but you buy, 3-4 games a year, like, why will you box yourself in and not give yourself the
Here's the
option
thing.
of like
If
a
you
library of
only
games?
like
That's
Call
crazy.
of Duty, technically Game Pass is a worse deal. But if you play like
Yes.
4 or 5 games a
Facts.
year,
That's what I'm
and Call of
saying.
Duty's one of them, then Game Pass is a
But
no-brainer.
if you have Call of Duty in Game Pass, plus every month you get a perk from Game Pass
Damn.
for Call of Duty,
CMoney.
then all of a sudden
It's like, hey, that's
Trying to make it
good.
tasty.
things start
Then
looking
delicious.
right. You know what I'm saying? Things start looking really right.
Really good.
Yeah, I mean you drop a lot of the idea of perks,
Mhm.
right? Because they can, just like anything else, they don't have to do exclusive content, but if every month they're giving, because they do it anyway, they
Yeah.
have perks right now on different things. But if they, like Apex Legends and Battlefield, every month there's a perk for it, right?
Yeah.
So what's the difference? Call of Duty, you get a new skin every month, or
That'd
a
be
new skin
dope.
for your gun, or a new charm for your gun, or a new character skin. Come on,
I
man.
agree because, dude, like,
That's fire.
with Halo, that's freaking amazing the way that they've made all the different armors, the helmets, the
They're actually
colors,
pushing
the
Halo
freaking
armor
keychains,
sets
the
far.
yo,
Like, I did not expect it. I make
They
some cool
have.
ass shit.
they
Really?
have.
Yeah.
All right.
It's
All
pretty
the different
dope.
effects. The only thing I want them to do is, I don't know why they do it, but they limit your effects to like one, right? So you could either have like the fire on your feet, or
Yeah.
your arms, or the glowing.
CMoney want to be out there
I
just
wanna be
looking a
everything.
clown.
I want to have all types of
Everything
effects
on.
going.
Oh my
You get to
God.
wear
Oh my
everywhere, bro.
Jordans on. Oh my
Oh, my
Jordans. Like D-Ray said.
I just be switching.
I just be switching. But like, yeah, that would be really cool. And can I ask you a question? Okay, so what's the deal?
I didn't say yes, guys. She said, "Can I ask you a question?" I didn't answer, and
that
she
was
just
not.
assumed.
Listen, try saying no.
I'm not going to say no. I'm just saying. I'm
Exactly.
just pointing it out that the microphone didn't glitch. She asked me if she could ask me a question.
You got to answer
Didn't
fast
answer
enough.
it. No,
Just
no,
say
you're
it.
good though. Go
All
ahead.
right. What's people's problem with Meowster Chief?
It's a cat.
What?
Okay.
I like cats.
I don't think people have a problem with it. I just think that,
I'd
it's
rather
not the manliest look for the
Okay.
chief.
So
I'd rather
they,
have dog or chief.
they have a freaking, the Ninjoys are out for pre-orders, if you guys didn't know.
Oh, you could be a
So
cat.
they
I mean,
have.
I want that.
I bet you do.
Yeah.
What was that, guys?
is
What was that?
It's a cat sound.
Got it.
What cat? I can't even.
Go ahead, entertain it. Entertain it.
No.
You
Go
can't.
ahead. Go ahead. Continue.
And they have obviously the regular one, and then they have an Xbox Gear Shop, an exclusive one to pre-order. But oh my gosh, it's so freaking cute. One of the versions have like cat ears on it. Adorbs.
I'll take
Anyways,
Can they play with
yeah.
yarn?
No yarn
Can you
ball.
purr or something? Like,
It's so cute. Whatever.
will you get on all
Anyways,
fours?
I was just wondering what the beef was because he looks adorable with the cat ears.
that. He does.
Good for him.
Now, Call of Duty's going in Game Pass, but
Yes.
okay, okay, we are. I mean, not we here
hmm
We
are overlooking the idea that there are so many games that are going to be going into Game Pass from Activision's back catalog.
Their library.
Like, you know,
Right? Like the newest
know,
Crash Bandicoot that came
Crash
out.
Bandicoot 4, yeah,
Yes.
a Game Pass title. The
all
Insane
those
Trilogy.
things, the Insane Trilogy.
The Spyro Reignited
games.
Trilogy.
Yo.
Everything that's been out is now
Man.
going to be in Game
Talk
Pass
about candy.
permanently. Like, what do you like? How do you even? God, you're gonna have
That's
such
gonna be
paralysis of choice,
delicious,
bro. It's gonna be
yo.
like, what do I play?
What the heck?
Like, it's suffocating. You want to play Mario Kart? No, get out your hand, boy. We got Crashing Racing on Game Pass. You know.
Get
That's
that
what I'm
out
gonna do.
your
That's gonna
hand,
be every
boy.
time. Every
Just
time.
slap the controller out his
Just be like,
hand.
get out of here. We gotta go play something on Game Pass.
Yo. I pay for this shit.
I pay for this shit, yo. I pay for this. We're gonna enjoy what's on Game Pass. I'll tell you right
I want
now.
this for Christmas. The hell you do? Go to Game Pass.
Yo, seriously, I remember in the beginning with Game Pass, and people were like, "Oh
This is
man,
lame.
you know, people."
Mhm.
Well,
just play old
not
games.
like the very beginning.
Skeptical.
More like once it started popping off, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of people were like, "Oh, you know, people are not going to be buying games because they're just going to be waiting for what goes in the Game Pass." And at first, I was like,
Yeah.
nah, man, this makes me be able to spend more money out there." But now I'm like,
Bruh.
nah, man, if that shit ain't in Game Pass, I want to play it, but I'm not because I got other shit that I can play.
Well,
on Game
there are
Pass.
Unless
so
it's like
many out, right?
Witcher 4 or Cyberpunk 2077 2 or some shit, then I think you'll indulge.
Which one?
If you like, let's say they announce like The Witcher 4 coming not to Game Pass.
No, I mean,
you'll
it's
buy
not-
it.
I'm not
Obviously,
saying that
anything
I-
that's not going into Game Pass, but anything that you know
It
that will
just has to
eventually
be
end up
big,
there,
right?
it's kind of like, why not wait? Now,
Yeah.
You
where
just
they
can't
will
try
get
shit anymore.
Where
By,
they-
I'll pay $60 to see if I like it.
that,
Can you
I love the
imagine if you
fact
paid
that
full
you don't
price
have
for
to do
Persona
that
5
anymore.
and you were like,
Nah,
what
dog,
is
chill.
this?
I
Can't
love
do it.
the fact that you don't have to spend that money anymore to go ahead and try something and kind of put it down if you don't want to deal with it anymore and move on to the next one. It's freaking amazing.
Agreed.
I
Facts.
have become annoyed by the idea of like committing and putting actually like a disc on for like even a movie. It's so
yeah.
easy and so
even.
cool to just
No.
flip through your apps and put on something. And if you're sick of it, you're like, you know what? This is not exactly what I was in the mood for. Let me swap out, right?
Yep.
So being able to do that with games, that's going to be insane. I
Yeah,
love
it
the
is insane.
idea.
That's what
And
we
it's
do.
going to freaking... It's gonna spoil us so
Games and
much to the
movies are
idea
kind of like a
of going to
mentality
grab
with it.
something and set it up.
Like, I thought this
Absolutely.
way for sure for movies, but video games is kind of slowly starting to come in my mindset too.
Yeah.
But owning it physically or even digitally or whatever, That's like if you really like a game or love a game or think
Yeah.
it's great or something like that, and you're like, man, I just want to own it. Then that's like a luxury thing.
Look
like
at that,
if the
man.
next
I
Halo
love
came
that.
out
Changing
and
his
you
mind.
said like you would never buy anything physically, but you have like 5 copies of Halo Infinite in this room.
I do.
Yeah.
That is like
It's,
that
it's,
was
it's
well
a disease,
spent,
you guys.
Listen, there
He
was
loves
different
Master Chief.
cases.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. Whatever.
And then it came in a collector's bundle
it's a
that I had to
problem.
buy.
In
And
a
it came
console
in a
bundle.
different collector's bundle.
yeah.
So, I mean, you know.
As
it is
long
what
as it makes
is.
sense to you, see, we're Gucci Gooch.
You know?
But I do think that that's the one thing you kind of can't pass up when you see a collector's edition that really calls you. It's like, dude, you got to go ahead and do it, even if the game is in Game Pass.
That's my weakness.
Like Starfield.
That's my weakness.
You can't pass up that freaking box. See, you
Bro,
guys see
that
how
watch is
cool
going to be sick.
the watch, but the box.
Yep.
The boxes, you told me you were giving me the box.
And I specifically said I was not.
We wanted
gonna
to
be
say it
giving
for
you
reals. You did say it.
It
It's
is
a contract,
recorded.
a verbal contract.
It is recorded.
It's mine. It's
Definitely
so cool the way
not.
it opens. You told me I can play with it.
Not happening.
Whoa.
I, said,
Not happening.
I think I specifically said you couldn't
could-
touch it.
Listen.
Damn.
You could look
That's
at it.
neither here or there. The point is, the case is mine, and you get to keep the watch.
Do you know what's
Yo,
a pet peeve I have
G-Wave, that watch
sometimes?
looks so sick, bro.
Yo, that
Yeah, it
watch
looks
And the
is
case?
on point. The key,
I'm
I
still
am
carry that shit around with me.
fascinated. You
But
gonna
what
put?
time is it?
Yo,
I don't know.
it's-
Let me open up my case.
Oh,
He's not gonna wear the watch just
Put
so
the
he can
watch
open.
on.
701.
Check it, right? Then I'm gonna be like, you good? Take it off, put it back,
Back in the
the
case.
box, boom, lock it up and walk around with it.
You're gonna
That's
be
really
walking
funny.
around like, yo, you want to know what time it is? And they're gonna be like, yo, I have a phone. Not anymore. Do you want to know the time?
Take it and throw it
Slam
on the ground.
Slam that.
Guess you need my watch now.
put it in a
You
teacup.
want to know, yo? It's,
You know what
it's,
my pet peeve is?
it's that
sometimes?
kind of case and watch.
When
though.
they charge extra to give you a premium steelbook, but the artwork just is not even close to as nice as a normal one.
Oh, Madman
I hate
hates that.
I hate that.
He
Like,
can't
if it's
stand
supposed
it.
to be nicer and more premium, it should look nicer.
He was so annoyed with the fact that like the Best Buy exclusive for the Mario movie, the 4K,
It
had this
ass
steel
in comparison.
Told
Shit,
you.
did we ever
He
get the
was
4K
so
one?
annoyed.
We did.
Yeah, the
But, like,
mushroom.
It's a mushroom. It's a mushroom. That's it. And
He's
then
so
they actually
annoyed.
had nice ass artwork for the normal box. It's like, come on. And I also hate when you put a steelbook on a shelf. They do it recently, but when you look at the spine, there's no words. Like, how are you supposed to know what it is?
You're supposed to feel
Like,
it,
I had
man.
a-
You
like,
feel it. You touch it, you say, damn,
Like,
this,
oh,
this
This
feels
is
like
it.
Mario.
This is the force.
This
Like
feels
the
like
force,
Mario.
you
Bam,
guys.
it's Mario.
Like
There you
I
go.
recently got a game. I got a game, Catherine Full Body on PS4. The stupidest steelbook I've ever seen. Like, it's nice artwork, but when you put it in, like, there's not even like a
Wait,
section for where the title's supposed
You
to go.
got for the PlayStation 4?
Catherine. Yeah.
When?
Like a while ago.
Oh, I bet.
Oh, like
CMoney did
PlayStation
it.
4 times.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
PS4
CMoney-
times.
I thought you were going to throw
You
a...
just bought a plate.
I thought you were going to throw a tantrum
Old-ass
about the fact that
PlayStation
you were
4 game?
like, oh, we shouldn't get him this game,
So,
and
yeah,
I wouldn't
looks-
bought it.
Yeah, it's still a good game, but yeah, it looks.
I think you probably
it
did
looks
that anyway.
stupid
I
as
did it,
shit,
yeah,
and
he's got it.
It's like in a selection of games because it's like
He wanted it.
it doesn't even have a title on it. It's like it looks weird. Like yeah, that's my pet peeve, with that kind of stuff.
I get that.
Well, it is trash. G-Wave says he needs the case to pop up through the floor like an Iron Man suit.
Oh,
That's dope.
like when you have your
fold
friends
hand
over,
out,
like,
and
guys,
it
hold
just,
up.
the watch just hits your
Hold
hand.
up. Pay some respect to the watch. And then
Hit the button, it just rises up. That's dope. That's dope.
Make
Have people
way
over, guys,
for
I got
my
something to show you.
watch. Huh?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Game Pass is going to have all those games. It's going to have all the legacy games.
guys are crazy.
One game, I don't know if you ever played it, man.
Huh? Which
And people out there in the streets know about it because
might have.
they've been looking into it.
Do
But
tell.
Prototype.
that's like a PS3 game, right? Or 360?
First of all,
in that era.
if you're talking to me, you're never going to say it's a PS3 game, right? You're going to say it's an Xbox 360 game, right? Yes.
And that's
Wait, it was
all
on-
too.
wait, it was on 360 as
higher
well?
pitch.
I don't know why, but I feel like
It was
It's
an
an
Xbox
Xbox
360 game that also happened to be on the PlayStation. Yes,
I feel
you're
like
correct.
when we had the PS3, it would always advertise prototype. I don't know why. If you ever click on a PS Store icon, there was always prototype there. That's why I remember it.
Well, that's because
Yo.
that's the only game that PlayStation had that was good.
See,
Fair
Money's
enough.
like, you got to check your pitch when you're talking about
I'm very
Xbox 360.
disrespectful saying it's a PlayStation game, right? No, it's an Xbox game, okay? That happened to be on PlayStation.
Oh,
Right here.
wait. Did you know something? PlayStation foreshadowed the Xbox 360. Look at his buttons. X for Xbox. Square, which is a box. Circle, which is 360 degrees. Xbox 360.
Damn. Yo,
What?
mic drop.
What?
Mic drop. Yo, that was Madman right there. That was good, actually. I like that.
Genius.
Think about it. Think it through.
The
Guys, think
buttons
it
have
through.
been the same since the PlayStation 1.
Yes,
Exactly,
but
they
they foreshadowed it. Like they
And
knew
what did
it
the
was
triangle have to
coming.
do with
The
it?
Illuminati.
There you go.
Jesus
There you have
Christ.
it, guys. You heard it here first.
Jesus.
All right.
Oh my God. G-Way says, give me a new age Parappa the Rapper.
Whoa,
Yes.
yes.
Parappa punch.
Sick.
It's all in the mind. If
You want to test me? I'm sure you'll find the things I'll teach you are sure to beat you. Blah 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 blah.
There you go.
Man, you've been made me proud for like 3.5 seconds, and then you just shit the bed immediately. Oh my God.
No, these
What
like
a
nevertheless now the
surprise.
things that I'll teach you now. Kick, punch, wah, wah, wah. Kick, punch.
It was a good-
There you go.
Block.
That was
Wah, wah,
that was
wah.
awesome, Madman.
That was
I just wasn't very sure.
That's
It's
There
okay.
was like a
You
That's
second
okay. You
one,
did
but
good.
who talks about the second one?
No, the first one was
And
the
now
only one.
Eminem, you guys.
Oh, Slim Shady and
Slim
Parappa.
Shady?
In Parappa.
Because you guys were rapping. Damn. Wow.
I feel it.
I wouldn't be surprised if
Yeah.
it makes like a guest star
No,
appearance
no,
in part
for
2 or
sure.
some shit.
For sure. Listen, Xbox money, you get Eminem to do the next
You
Parappa.
get anything. All right.
Wait, Xbox? Are you guys? Sony owns Parappa.
Listen, G-Wave said next to Parappa the Rapper, I'm assuming that Xbox is going to buy Sony and make a Parappa the Rapper game.
You know,
Okay?
That's how he
low-key,
took that. Yo,
That's what I
that's
heard.
where he went.
He said Parappa.
He was
I was
like,
like,
yo.
it makes sense. Buy Sony, make Parappa.
You know,
We're
what's funny is
good.
I actually played the remaster, and that game's fun as fuck, actually.
Yeah,
Like,
you
it's,
love
it's
that game.
underrated
You had
as
fun.
hell. So,
Which
For
one?
sure.
Parappa, that was
Oh, yeah,
underrated
yeah.
as hell. Remember the 20th anniversary made like a remaster?
Yeah.
Yeah, they should like make a part 3. That would be sick.
It will be sick. I agree completely.
Oh,
sure.
Sick
Shin,
like
that's
a
right,
dog.
Shintaro. He's wilding.
So,
He's wilding, Shin.
Going back to it, Prototype. Have
Yeah.
you played Prototype?
No.
Prototype. See, this is the thing about Prototype. Prototype
type?
was a prototype.
What type?
Prototype.
Proto.
Prototype.
Proto?
Type? Which type?
Is there an
Like
onion
the-
in it?
This type?
No, there's not an onion in it.
Oh.
Prototype. They had Prototype 1 and 2. We're
God,
I know,
thinking-
Prototype.
we're thinking
It's like-
Prototype 3.
I can't believe he
Prototype
entertained
was
that,
like-
guys.
Listen, there's only so much I can so much I can do here. All right.
Wait, so what was the final version?
God damn it. God damn it.
That's my boy. Yes.
You see this shit? Do you see this shit that I gotta deal with? Listen, Prototype was like an anti-hero game.
You
Okay.
gotta play as a villain.
And that's why it would be so dope if they made it part 3, and then you can kind of really dive into that. So he was like, he's a bad guy, but you're play as him, so he's the good guy because you're him.
You play as a villain, so it's like, I'm the good guy. I get to blow up an orphanage, you know?
Yeah, well, they killed his family or something like that. I don't remember.
Now I'm
But
evil.
I know it was crazy, like
So it's
crazy
like-
powers floating in the air like Spider-Man and shit without the
Okay.
swinging, just like gliding. It was dope as
So
shit.
what's your point?
My point is that we can get a part 3 for it.
Oh,
You know
okay.
what I'm
Got
saying?
it, got
Who
it, got it.
Part 3?
See? All right. You
Who
had to get to the
developed
point. We know what you were talking about,
Activision.
see?
Oh, just Activision. The whole
No,
industry.
I don't remember.
They
You
dropped
He don't
everything.
know. You
I don't
know what
remember.
he squeezed his lips together.
Somebody
was
in the
like,
chat will tell me who made Prototype. But it was
I hope they won't
Activision
call
for
me
sure.
out
The
on
whole
this.
company dropped every product they were working on to work on Prototype.
I forget.
I hope I
Radical
just take my
Entertainment.
word.
Radical.
There we go. Who came
Or I
through
made
with
that
that?
up. Or I made it up.
Again?
I
You
could be
can't
right
take your
or
word
wrong.
for this, see?
It might be radical.
It was
Are
Let's
you
go with
kidding
radical.
me? You think that you just gave us that answer before and we're like, oh yeah, it must be exactly what you're saying.
Listen.
Yeah. Listen, you've broken trust here.
I didn't break
It's
any
not the
trust.
same anymore. He came
Okay.
out here saying Activision made it. He wasn't right. I'm just saying,
Made
like, you've done messed up.
pro.
We can't trust you anymore. Madman and I are going to take it from here.
Radical Entertainment. I was
I
fucking right.
knew it.
Nice.
Yo,
I knew
I was
it.
right.
Yo,
No, I got
Look
a
at this.
question.
you were
Nice
right the
deep
second
knowledge that
time.
I
The
just
second
had.
time.
I
You know what
got
I'm
a
saying?
question though.
It's not just a hat
Low-key,
rack.
Xbox has been very cozy with Nintendo. Do you think you can see a port of some of maybe their older, like maybe Halo 1 or 2, or like maybe the Master Chief Collection on Switch? Do you think something that would be possible?
Master Chief, no.
Like maybe
On
even like a little
Switch.
bonus content? Like maybe there's like a multiplayer.
Technically,
Yeah, it's not
technically
possible.
they made that deal with Nintendo.
10 years.
10-year
That
deal.
counts. That's not just Call of Duty.
Xbox projects.
It was like Xbox games as well.
Like,
Yeah.
can you imagine if you
Possibly.
like maybe some bonus content?
What's up, Tiger?
Like, oh,
Tiger,
what's up?
welcome.
He said,
like-
"What? Xbox won against PlayStation? Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Yeah, they did.
PlayStation tried to stop the deal,
But they
and
couldn't
they
do it.
lost.
They couldn't do
Can you
it.
imagine if there was like a multiplayer
tried,
map
though, hard.
where you get to beat up the flood on like Luigi Circuit or something like that?
That would be a bad cross for sure. But I think the Master Chief Collection specifically
Yeah,
would be dope on Switch.
it would be.
See this, if Xbox is smart, you use
They should
Switch.
commercialize their video games.
Well, you
and
make
nothing
Switch
better
like
than Halo.
It's
an advertisement.
Yeah,
kind of.
platform
obviously.
for you.
It's
You don't
simple,
put
like,
your
it's-
new shit there,
No,
but you
well,
put your old shit there.
like, and it's also barely work because those are original Xbox and 360 games on there, and even if they're enhanced like with Xbox One or Xbox One X graphics, just use a bare minimum version, and you know.
But it
because
can't be shitty.
Switch players are used
It's
to
No,
it
not-
though.
it
if you
has
can't, if
to
it doesn't
look
look
great.
good, then it's
But
not
Switch
going
players are
to.
used to it
no,
at
you
this
got to
point.
sell it. And
Like, oh, I'm used to dog shit.
I was telling you guys, like, obviously we know, right? I was saying before how I guess that's why I got so excited when you said Resident Evil having Master Chief in it, right? Because
Yes.
I was saying on our last podcast how like they don't have like that greedy like Master Chief game, you know? It's it's perfect for Nintendo. You know, like you get the little aliens. They're funny as can be when they're running
so
around
funny.
shouting out.
They're so
And
silly.
when you get them, they squish out green. Like it's a little a bit of
They're
like
spitting out green
it's
stuff.
like a soft
Yeah,
take on a
soft
hard
take.
game.
It's soft take on
Yeah.
hardcore
What's
games.
I
up,
would
Paige?
love to
Welcome,
see
It's
a
a
welcome.
real
baby's first Call of
hardcore.
Duty.
How you doing,
Paige.
Paige?
Hello. You know, it annoys me so much when I think about it, but you know who Xbox should have acquired that I don't know if they'll even do now, but
Who?
because it's such the moment passed, but would have been so cool.
It's never too
Who?
late.
Studio MDHR, aka Cuphead.
Oh my god!
should have bought him.
Cuphead is such a good game, you guys.
He's become very recognizable
My
now.
girls are obsessed with it right now.
Yeah.
They
You did
love
twice.
it.
I mean, they're playing that
They're
shit. and,
playing,
it's
and
hard.
this is like old school type of playing games. Like
It plays
It's
like Contra or Mega
hard.
Man with like a Fletcher cartoon design. It's cool.
it's so
Yeah.
cool.
Really cool. But
I love
yeah,
Cuphead.
I think
that
that
shit
if they
is
bought
dope.
him when they were like, we're trying to get out there. Now they have Netflix deals and shit, and they're like, we don't need
They
you.
got
I don't
Netflix
think they need
money,
them. I don't
baby.
think. I don't
we
think
don't
they
need
them.
you.
No, I don't think they need them anymore. I think, and I mean, honestly, Studio MDHR is, I mean,
They're Cuphead and nothing else right
like,
now.
what are they going to make aside from Cuphead?
Honestly,
I don't
Another
know.
Cuphead game. Like, not that it's not a
Impossible.
big deal.
Cuphead
Um,
is a big deal.
I
but
I,
I feel
love
like-
doing
Cuphead.
next.
Not for like, they take too long.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, that's just hand-drawn.
Microsoft, for them to buy them, is for them to
But-
make shit. And they take too long to
No,
make shit.
this is where the Microsoft money comes in, right?
Bigger team.
If they have a
don't think
bigger
so.
team, if they expand, if they get that budget, they can work a lot faster.
Here's the thing, it's not
I tell you right
Flash
now,
like
if
most
I
animations
had a little extra money, everybody will work faster.
Here's
A
the thing,
lot
what
of
makes
extra
Cuphead
money.
so
That only
visually
works for a
pleasing
little
is that
bit.
Get
it's
us going real
impossible
quick.
to make it go like a lightning fast process because they do it like the 30s. That's why it looks like a
It's
Fletcher
so
or Disney
cool
cartoon.
looking.
You know what's the other
They hand
risk
draw
you
that
have?
shit like old school.
Is that they're like the main people, and if you buy them and then they quit or they leave and they retire, you ain't got. It's over.
Yeah,
so you
but
bought a
then
studio that doesn't even exist anymore. It's too.
you don't think that
centered
anyone
around
else
those few
can do
people.
what they do?
I
You don't think
I mean,
that they can
not
find
the
people,
same way.
and that's where expanding the studio would come in handy because then you have other people growing it, understanding it, learning it, a method that probably they don't even know yet, right? So I think that will be very beneficial. Do I think they should buy it for? I think Cuphead's doing well on its own,
Yeah, I don't think it's
but
necessary.
you know, you never know what
There's
they're
nothing
thinking.
that they're gonna benefit from it. They're not gonna make a bigger game.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? They're gonna make another
Cuphead.
hand drawn
Cuphead,
game.
but
Yes.
maybe they'll have like maybe cutscenes or some cute shit like that.
but they will have the
They already have
money that
cutscenes.
if they have any other ideas that they can't bring to the table right now because they're busy making the same type of
But now
game,
they're stuck because
potentially
they went Netflix.
that's true.
You can't back
You
away
gotta keep
from
making
Cuphead
those
now.
Cuphead
now
games.
it's just Cuphead.
That's the problem because they're one team. It's like you can have like we're gonna make Cuphead 2, you make an original
And
IP.
that's what I'm
It's like
saying.
it's
That's where
all-
that
it's
money
all
will
in or
come
all
in.
out.
They
That's
can
the
make
problem.
other things.
Like,
but
they
what are
can't.
they going to make
As
that's
well.
so different? it'll
Like-
be in the same art style.
Yeah.
So just
Unless
make it
they
an
try-
expansion. Like, why would you
Are
do
you
that? Just
boxing
link
them
it.
in?
I
See?
am.
Are you boxing them
the only
in?
reason
That's
I
messed
see
up.
them doing
I feel like that's
like
what they
it's
are.
problem that it would have to be the same kind of game, but they just have to go a little more mature. Like if they make a T for teen, but you're like a Western cowboy who shoots stuff and just like a little blood. Like that's the only way you can make it
I don't think
different.
they
kinda
want to
cute.
mix the messages. I don't think so. I think they have their name. It's on Netflix. They have their game. That's all you need.
Yeah.
They
They're
took
puppets
like
too, you know.
18 years to make an expansion.
Like 5 years to make it to DLC.
You know what I'm saying? Like it took
And that's like
forever
six-
to make.
that's just 7
one.
bosses.
C is
That's it.
going hard on
It's
Cuphead.
good
I mean,
stuff.
DLC
I'm not
is
saying it's
really
bad.
good.
It's
To be
really
fair,
good, but
the
it's not worth
DLC
buying.
is far better. Like it's way more variety. It's much more creative, but it's also a lot more demanding.
I would say it's not way better. Like
Like,
if
if
you
you
play
compare-
Cuphead, the first one for the first time, there's a bunch of bosses in the game, and
Yeah.
a bunch of them they're all different. They're just now that you've beaten them and you got a DLC, you're like, oh, these are really good. That's the same way you felt when you first did the first bosses. You know what I'm saying? Like
I guess.
they all were hard and tricky to beat, but I think they're great studios. Cuphead is awesome. We love it. We play it all the time.
Yeah.
It's like
crazy.
years later, and like we've been playing
When
it.
you're
still
really
going.
good at the game, you could
Oh,
beat it
look at
under
the
an hour.
watch.
Oh, the watch! The watch!
Oh,
That's gonna be
G-Wave,
dope.
check
Right
it
there,
out.
Boom! I'll have that watch, and it'll look glorious.
Oh yeah.
Just gonna start
We're
wearing
just gonna wear it all
the time.
times.
On my other hand,
Your other hand to be
I have
cute.
two
You
watches.
can't
you know
drop
what
the
I'm saying?
Apple Watch.
I can't drop the Apple Watch. I need to connect it to my
I
phone.
need to drop it. Oh my god!
But-
I shot at it. Oh
Look
no!
at that case, bro.
CMoney, all I'm gonna say is that you're gonna look ridiculous. How are you gonna rock 2 watches, bro?
Hey, don't people rock like a bracelet on the other hand? I
yeah,
see some
but you
people with
can't
like
rock
string.
2. What are you gonna
rope.
do, bro?
It's just come on. I'm ready to tell the
Stack them.
time at
Stack
any
them.
moment.
Start stacking them.
Multiple watches
Put
up my
them on one
sleeve.
arm.
Cut my circulation.
Right?
Let's do this. Ugh. There
Listen,
you go.
listen,
You look right though. You know what I mean?
listen.
You imagine?
There
Okay.
better be a watch with Fable.
A
If we're
sleeve
I'm
of
done with that game.
watches.
I'm fucking
G-Wave
done with that
sighed
game.
because he saw the watch.
He's like, I need it. Need it now. It's
Oh,
coming.
my God.
You might look at your wallet and
All
think,
my
right,
God,
I,
that
got too, I
controller.
got too close to the mic,
No.
guys. I got too close to
No.
the mic.
I did not open it yet.
Guys,
It's
you
just
had to
been
unbox it.
sitting here.
See, you've
That's-
I haven't
controller.
unboxed it for no reason whatsoever.
been.
Same here. Look,
Oh, the
it's just
headset,
in the box,
have it.
guys. Doing nothing.
All
What a beautiful set.
right. We gotta come through with the unboxing.
We have
We gotta
to
do
we
it.
have to box
We
it.
gotta
up.
do
gotta
another
unbox
unboxing
it.
night, you know?
We've
It's
been
so pretty.
naughty.
And we gotta do a
All
comic night.
right, we've been really naughty.
G-Wave
That's not
said he
cool.
could smell it.
Delicious.
Oh, coming soon. It's coming soon.
Oh yeah.
That's
Man.
Let me tell you one thing that's better than that God of War DualSense that PlayStation shoved down our throats.
Actually, it's
Shoved
on
down our
sale
throats.
for
No.
Prime.
Oh my god.
Get out of here.
It's $2.
That-
Please buy it.
That seriously hurts.
Why?
Is
Think
it
about getting
really?
another one.
We're getting another one.
So when this
The
one
only
dies, when you're midstream, you can just swap to the other one.
Oh
Here's
my
the problem.
gosh, that's so
the
annoying.
only worth you have of buying one now is just 20 years later that's valuable. And they're like,
Yo.
I have it perfectly sealed in a box.
The
Look at it.
problem was the freaking hype. And then, so CMoney wasn't for it, you guys. Let me tell you a little story. And then I was like, yo, how can you not be? It's freaking God of War. It's a themed controller.
Well, that's
And
not
then-
the Pro Controller
No,
in any way, shape, or form.
I thought you said the God of War one.
No, I'm talking about the Pro, the Edge, the Edge.
Oh, that crap is on sale?
yeah.
Of course it is. The freaking shit, it dies every 3 seconds. Yo, we had it charging for 24 hours and the damn thing was like, we went to turn it on to go ahead and play. It was freaking dead. And we checked and it was charging properly. It's let us down quite a few times. Such nonsense.
They better have a Venom controller for the new Spider-Man. I want a symbiote
Oh, that'd
Venom
be so
controller.
dope, guys. A
Like
Venom
like
controller.
the, like
Spider-Man
a,
2?
a black
Yeah.
with a white emblem
That'd be so
of the
dope.
spider logo on like the pad and shit.
They did.
That'd be sick.
They did a Spider-Man
A
console
bundle where they had
for
like the,
the
red
first
console
Spider-Man.
and it was like a white. Dang it, that made me jealous.
It
That
was
was like a
you
white
know, it's
logo
funny because
shit.
at the time I was like, "Oh my god, that's so stupid." It's just a
And now
red
you
place,
wish
and
you
I was
had
like, "God damn it, I
bought
should have bought it."
Damn, you
and
can't
I guarantee
sleep
you,
on
you go
it.
to eBay and it's probably like hundreds of dollars now. It's
Yeah.
like, what the hell?
Yeah. No, I think
There was also this sweet Kingdom Hearts one that looked really nice.
Listen, the
if
wa-
they come out with a Spider-Man
2 one,
PlayStation
they're gonna do
5,
it?
yeah,
yeah, of course, you
Bruh.
have
yeah,
to.
I'm gonna get it.
And
I mean,
you
I
know
want-
that will sell out so fast.
It would. It really would. Like, here's the thing. Even though God of War, Last of Us might be more critically acclaimed, I'll tell you that Spider-Man will sell better. because just people love Spider-Man.
Say that one more time. What you just said.
Even though God of War and Last of Us stuff like that is more critically acclaimed, Spider-Man will sell better because of Spider-Man.
I agree.
So Madman brought up such a good question the other day, and this has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
Oh, great.
But
Great.
yeah.
No, that's
you know,
That's
keeping on topic.
Like, what came first, the chicken or the egg?
Listen, Starfield's coming out in September. We know this.
Yes.
And then,
can I ask it? I think I know what you're saying.
Yes. Go ahead.
On October 20th.
Wait, before we go, this sounds like a new rabbit hole we're gonna go down. Just real quick.
Go ahead.
Shintaro brought up, Firewatch. That was a great game. Did you guys?
That was like a walking simulator, right?
It was it's a walking type simulator. Great story, beautiful graphics, cartoonish graphics. Like,
oh no! Avert your eyes.
Well, no, I'm just trying to. I said beautiful, but I didn't want to
saying it because of you.
I didn't want to make it seem like
Doodle's favorite game is Animal Crossing. So what's she gonna hate about it?
Whoa!
What did I say wrong?
What?
What's there to hate? Animal Crossing has cartoon graphics. Nothing wrong with Firewatch being cartoon.
Listen, Madman.
Listen, that's some smoke you don't
that
want to throw,
was so messed up.
I just said there's nothing to hate about a game that's cartoony. If you like cartoony
no
games.
shame. I don't like cartoonish games.
There's nothing wrong with like a cartoon
Animal Crossing, New Horizons is on point.
I like cartoony games.
I know, but the way you said it is as if
the way you said it wasn't
I would
great.
just settle for any cartoonish style looking
she's
thing.
Just some type of cartoon whore.
I am.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
She just take whatever
There's
cartoon
no
come her
around
way.
here, all right?
Is that a Bugs Bunny in your room? What's that? What's that?
Anyways, I think CMoney.
Animal Crossing slays. Paige
yes,
said.
baby.
Animal Crossing is great.
Those are facts, Paige. That's my girl.
Okay, now.
But CMoney, by the way,
journey.
just on what you were saying, Madman.
Yes.
I am one of the pickiest. I love my Animal Crossing. That's my game, but I'm picky as shit when it comes to graphics.
Super picky. Like the more realistic it is,
the more I pick on it. Because when we do gameplays, you're like, really? You're gonna talk? Yes, I see all the little nonsense that they mess up on, and yeah, that's a big deal to me. Anyway,
Starfield looks amazing.
It looks insane, dude.
I don't know how you don't look at that game and just go like, wow, fuck my life. There's like,
looks gorgeous.
What's gonna happen?
It's coming, baby.
Yo, I cannot wait.
It looks pretty massive. I'm not gonna lie. I have.
You can't hate. There's nothing to say about this game.
So fucking epic.
That is negative.
September to be Resident Evil 4 remake.
I love the fact you got this, man.
I'm gonna look into that mod for real. I gotta get Master Chief in there.
These past few weeks, I have played a lot more Resident Evil. I'm like chapter 6 or 7 now.
You're getting there. You're getting there,
and it's great.
It's such a good game.
Yeah.
This game, though, when it comes to like not just the fact I'm sure they dedicated a lot of time and thought, right? But the fact that there are freaking 1,000 planets. The fact that you can go ahead and kind of play the game however you want. It's crazy. And make your own way about it. You know, you can play stealth. You can go ahead and blow shit up, which I freaking love.
You can choose how you play. And not like the back of a box saying, choose how you play.
Yeah.
No, you really get to choose how you play.
That's what I felt. I felt when I first saw it before they did that 1 hour gameplay and they were showing us, everything and nothing at all, because I feel like we still don't necessarily know the game. That's how big this game is, that they dedicated a full hour of showing us the game. And it was kind of just going over everything that it can do without really seeing the game. It was crazy.
A game, this sounds stupid, but a game based on animals. They need to do a game where you, like Lion King, like make it National Geographic looking and shit. How you play as like a lion or like a big animal or like that, and you get to run around in the Pride Lands and stuff, But when glorious Series X graphics,
he had me for a second, guys. He had me for a second.
I like that. Would be kind of neat.
Yeah. So, what was the story you were gonna tell me?
Oh, so Spider-Man. Go ahead. You dropped the ball, man.
Yeah.
2 games are coming out October 20th. What game are you picking up? Marvel Spider-Man 2 or Super Mario Bros. Wonder? Same day.
Yo.
Ballsy fucks.
The question is...
Why is that even a question?
It's not even... No.
Because for a lot of people...
What we were talking
about.
Just put yourself in the perspective of someone who's not privileged and you can only afford 1 game for that month. Are you getting Spider-Man or Mario?
If I can only afford one, then I'm
this
going to
was
do
a lot more
Mario because
interesting.
I got Starfield to play.
This was a lot... Yeah. Mario. There you go.
I'm not going to stop. Even if I buy I'm not going to buy Spider-Man. I don't think the day it comes out. Maybe I will for
You have
maybe
other
just for
things
this.
going on. Yeah.
I mean,
Maybe to stream it.
I mean, for real, to me,
Yeah.
I mean, if I were you, I would buy Spider-Man Day 1.
I already bought. I forgot.
You pre-ordered
I
the
got the
collector's
edition coming.
Yeah, with a steelbook
there you
and Venom
go.
section.
So-
All right, never mind.
Decision.
Decision
averted?
made. But the
Okay.
question was, who's gonna outsell who? Because
Oh,
Mario is huge.
Damn it.
It's a
They're
brand
big
new
properties,
game.
both of them.
A huge property. They both are.
Well, let's see this.
So-
Let's see. PlayStation's attachment rate compared to how many people own a PlayStation versus Nintendo's attachment
I think Mario's
rate.
gonna sell better.
Come on, man. Mario's going to be selling the same game at the same price
Yeah.
for the
For
next 5
18
years.
years.
Even
guys.
after the new console comes out, they're still
Spider-Man,
gonna sell that game.
They
Spider-Man
are
will be
the only
$35 in November.
in November.
Okay? They'll have a month of regular price sales, and then on Black Friday,
Boom!
done. It's just what it be.
They're
That's
so
right.
slimy. Isn't it crazy how they still sell Breath of the Wild
All
for
right,
60
Paige,
bucks.
thanks for coming in.
Literally.
Have a good night, baby.
We were literally just looking at Best Buy earlier for fuzz and giggles because of the sales stuff like that. They still sell Breath of the Wild for 60 bucks.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
And it's been that was a launch
Nintendo
title.
has self-respect.
Yeah, they do. They are the only ones that can do this, though. They don't bow down to
You know
anything.
who doesn't have to do it anymore? Xbox.
Because
Because
full
it's like
price
you
or
want
Game
to.
Pass.
It's either
Go
pay
to-
full price
yep, or go to Game Pass.
It
And
actually makes it
actually-
worse if they make the prices
Dude,
lower.
It's a big deal for them to stick to that. Actually, you said something that's a huge deal. The fact that they shouldn't give into trying to sell these games. What they need to do is hold the price,
Yep.
keep it there, because what that's going to do is shift people to want to go ahead and pay for that subscription and go to Game
Yep.
Pass.
But I would put
That's
on every
genius,
box,
dude.
$70. Want
Or-
it cheaper? Game Pass.
Yeah, dude, that's where it's at.
smart.
Or
That's how you
like
get
a
them.
scan here for Game Pass. $70 or
Yo, you
scan
think they're
here
not
for
going to
Game
start putting
Pass.
that in the sleeve, the side of the?
Well, they
on
do
the-
that
wait,
already.
on the
Yeah.
actual box.
They do that already, but on the box, right on the when
On
you're
the
holding
stickers,
the box
big-ass
before you
sticker.
buy it,
Or
just a
think
scan
about
It
it.
should have
to take you to
not
buy
a
Game
box.
Pass.
It should have a sticker on the plastic and it say,
That's what
"Want
I'm
it cheaper?"
talking about.
I just want on the
Before you
box
open
art,
the
just
box.
adding
Yeah.
that shit in.
No,
Step
it's be
one,
before
think
you
about
buy
it. Step two, do you really want to pay this much?
Yo,
Oh.
you unplugged it again. All
I'm
right,
so silly.
Yo, we went
Yeah,
so
we're crazy.
far
We're crazy.
off the
Yeah.
road down the mountain.
So who
Into
wants a
the bush.
Mandalorian
What's
video
your
game on
journeys?
Xbox? Say I.
Say who? What?
A Mandalorian video game on Xbox AAA. Say I.
Oh my God, Coalition needs to make it.
Oh my god, can you imagine? That's
They need
how
to make
Gears of
it.
War Studio.
Ba-
Imagine if
but
they
a
made Mandalorian.
badass freaking
Can you
Mandalorian
imagine
game.
that's what they're already making?
Oh my god,
Oh
plot
my
twist.
gosh! Can you
Can you
imagine?
I would lose my shit.
Are
Genuinely.
you forget? Oh my God! They're going into when is the show that they're having?
What show? Oh,
Are
the
they-
Sounds
Netflix.
good.
There's no date.
Paige.
It's just happening. But
What's
there's
up,
no date.
Casey?
When is it? There's not
There's
a
no
date.
date. It's just happening, but we don't know when.
I thought they had a show coming up.
They are.
has a
but
show?
There's no
Xbox.
That was today.
That was today, dude.
what show.
The
With
ID at Xbox.
Oh, it's about like the Gears of War show they're making. I'm like, there's no date on that.
oh no. And dude, this is just to tell you guys and remember this. Tuesday's not just for tacos. Xbox has changed this whole thing now. Tuesdays are just much bigger than tacos now.
And
They
why?
You
Why?
do get because of
Bruh.
Activision and the merch and
Oh,
everything that's
It was just
happening.
this Tuesday, not like.
Well,
every
this Tuesday was about more than just
Every
tacos.
Tuesday, they will buy Activision.
Listen, I didn't think it through. All right, I just talk. All right.
I wonder if they're gonna buy them next
I
week.
am not to be held responsible for the things that come out of my mouth. All right, if
my
they don't make
God.
sense.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. That's
Anyways,
hilarious.
moving on.
You know what? You know what, Tiger? Yes, we play Fortnite a lot, but we normally play all together. CG Wave said, "Damn, now I want tacos." We're gonna have tacos.
Heck yeah, it's
After
Taco
we're done with
Tuesday,
this,
baby.
we're gonna go get some tacos.
That's
Yes.
a plan.
You, us, we're getting tacos.
So this is
Yeah.
this is what I would say to Tiger because he's talking about Fortnite. We like doing Fortnite
Gameplays? Yes.
gameplays.
But we like doing them, the four of us
Yeah, but we
together.
like it as a four when it's the four of us.
Yeah.
And we only really do that on Sunday mornings.
Yep.
And
For the win, baby.
and if we have something else to play, like we were playing Diablo and some other stuff.
Diablo
like,
is so
you gotta
good.
balance it. Like, you can't.
Yeah, it can't just be Fortnite. But
Yeah.
we've had a lot of Fortnite gameplays.
We've been playing. Yeah, we have it up on the channel.
I've
We play
gotten
a lot
so
of
much
Fortnite.
better. I'm not gonna lie.
She actually has.
I
She's out
have.
here
Yo.
murking people.
Making
So,
it happen. You know,
that's
carry
dope.
CMoney on my back. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't want to take it that far. Okay, come on. I'm the hero.
Just
Okay?
say.
I'm the protagonist.
He's got
Yo,
plot
who
armor.
gave you that title, bro?
I don't know. I just made it up. I don't even know
said
if I used it
that?
right.
He's got plot
Who
armor
said
on.
that?
I don't even know if I used it right, bro.
Yeah, you are the protagonist, the main character. Even though it's
that was
actually me.
hilarious. That was good to see.
No,
I
you're
like
you're
that. I
the,
like
you're
that.
the villain
I like that.
every time.
Every
you're
time.
like a
Madman
cow
always leaves
rolling
us.
off the ranch, and
He
we have to
just-
go and get you
we
every
gotta
time
go.
to come back.
That's not an antagonist.
Yo.
That's that one side
Alright,
character that thinks he's
well,
better than he is.
Listen,
There you go.
The
That's- you
other,
just
so we
defined
were
it.
playing what, like 2 days ago, right?
Yes.
Madman, we're like, it's like down to like the end,
Bro,
right?
I was
and by the
winning,
way,
bro.
that was such a good match, and that was such a good day. We got first place, second place twice, and then third place. And every time we didn't get first place was because of
Madman.
me.
Because he
Madman.
wanders. Or
He
he's
wanders.
like, I fell. Boom.
Guys.
And then dead. Now we have to
He
go
fell off
save
a
him.
cliff.
And it's over.
And
was
he was
funny.
done. Purple Berry jumps down to save him.
Of course she did.
right? And then she's saving him. She gets snuck. And I'm like, my babies are
And then
down.
she
So I
just
run
goes
after
to run
them.
no matter what. I'm like,
I
bro,
don't care. They're my-
stay
they're
back
my
here.
babies.
I'm shooting them.
just-
They're dying.
just let me
Don't
die
go
so you can
die.
win.
CMoney was left alone
This
to
is wild.
freaking go
Doodle,
handle
Doodle.
it.
If it's-
I
You don't even
can't.
know.
I can't do
hey,
it.
Hey,
I
if it's a
can't do
change
it.
between you or me, save yourself because someone's got to remember my legacy.
this kid.
Look at
This
the guy.
kid. This kid.
You
I
wanna
love
leave
him.
me now,
He
huh?
says
You wanna
that
leave me
'cause
now,
I
huh?
know. He says that because he knows I can't leave him. I can't walk away. That's the only reason. If I left him, he'll be like, "How can you do this to me?"
I'll be dead. I can't say it.
Listen. So that's why we don't, Fortnite happens randomly.
Yeah, we gotta take
Just
turns.
depends.
Sporadic.
Yo, I saw some Shintaro, I think, wrote about Clockworks, and we just saw it
Clockwork
here.
Revolution. Yeah.
Yes, that looks good.
You know, I
Yeah, that
am
was
genuinely
badass, too.
confused why V didn't get into Fortnite. Cyberpunk was
Ooh.
huge. Why didn't they do it?
Oh, man.
And
G-Wave just got
Silverhand?
home from work, man. It's good. It's nice
Yeah.
to G-Wave.
Oh, G-Wave. Thank you for joining us.
G-Wave.
Thank you
Nice.
for spending in your time with us after
Spending
work.
some time
We
after
appreciate
work,
that.
You know, that's good.
Thank you.
Yeah, so
We
V
appreciate all of you
did
guys
not
being
get
here.
into
And Johnny Silverhand.
into where?
Oh,
Fortnite.
Johnny.
So,
Yo,
Johnny.
I love me some Keanu Reeves now because this freaking
John Wick.
badass John Wick.
How do we not have a John Wick game?
Wait, John Wick was in Fortnite. He was the first
I'm
collaboration
sorry.
they ever
No,
did.
no. I said John Wick game.
The game,
Oh,
just
like a
John
real
Wick
Like a
John
style.
Wick.
triple A,
Whooping ass.
triple A John Wick game needs to happen. Perfect Dark.
Here's the thing.
The first pitch for it was them saying that it was going to be, have that gun
style.
fu, as
Yeah.
they say.
In-
So, like, I don't know if that's still in it.
I don't
I don't
know,
know
here's
if
the
they
thing.
changed it, but yo, if they make Perfect Dark like a John Wick, you know what I'm saying? But it's
Yeah.
her. Joanna Dark is John Wick.
That
She's
would
just
be
a badass,
badass.
crazy gun murderer, but snap your neck, same situation is so dope.
Yo,
Oh,
that
my
would be
pencil.
crazy. Dude,
Yeah.
It really
we
would.
went back before watching John Wick 4. We went and started in the beginning, watched all of them.
Those are really good movies.
Yo, that was one heck
Do
of
you
a
have a favorite
weekend.
John Wick
It was
entry?
so good.
I don't. They were
No,
all
I
really
think
good.
Yeah,
I think
they're
that-
all really
They
good.
kept getting
I-
better.
They did.
The
The action. Go ahead. Sorry.
I think the third one was a bit better than 4, but for the most part, I agree with you.
I feel like they don't, and you think that this is something you'll get tired of because he does a lot of shooting, right? But they are
keep it
able.
fresh. The gunfights
They
are the big
keep
thing.
it so fresh.
Yeah,
think
they
that's
keep
the thing.
figuring out
Well,
new
the
ways to
story
murder
can be,
somebody.
They do.
The story can fluctuate in quality, but the action always improves. It gets way more creative. When you think like, oh, what else can they do with guns? They do some
Yeah.
crazy shit, and it's wild.
I was so hyped. So for those of you that don't know, we make AMVs and MVs, like music videos
Gotta make a
with
John
like
Wick game.
for
When we say
movies
we,
or
it's
yeah,
them.
us too, Madman and
Purple
I,
Berry.
and Purple Berry
But she does it
does
mainly
too,
for her
my
own channel.
baby. Purple Berry is a part of our channel, and she has her
Who
own
lives, who
channel
dies,
as
who
well.
tells your story.
Bruh.
Purple Berry.
I tell my own story.
And Purpleberry has Purpleberry Crafts. If you guys have not checked it out, go check out her channel. She is so dope.
Yeah, she's cool.
But I was like, yo, I need to make a John Wick MV. But it's like murder. Like
it's a lot of killing.
It's a
little too
lot
much.
of very creative killing.
Yo, they released John. If the movie's ready to be released,
Yeah, but I don't think you can make an AMV. I don't think YouTube will allow that type of.
It's so much murder.
They
guys.
sell.
You
could buy John Wick on YouTube. So why can't you make an AMV out of John
because
Wick
when
footage?
you buy John Wick on YouTube, you're not monetizing it and as your video. When you make an AMV,
That's what they all say.
Okay, moving on.
Okay, can you at least say Matrix? Can you at least do
Matrix.
Matrix,
the first one.
That would be cool.
There was barely blood.
That'll be
I don't even remember
that'll be
any
more
blood.
that'll be more calm
Badass.
than John Wick. And it's crazy because we're sitting there, we're watching these movies, and we're like rooting for John Wick, and he's just
murdering
everybody.
But if you watch a horror movie,
Everybody.
those sick bastards, they killed one person.
know,
They killed like
I know.
8 people in a frame.
Yeah, he's like a mass murderer. Look at our boy Jimmy Jim.
But no one cares. Everyone loves John
Look
Wick.
at that. At this moment,
Jimmy Jim looks crazy
didn't
as hell,
even
you guys. Tell me
know.
he doesn't look insane right now.
Yeah, he really.
Check that out. Tell me that's not the face of a
Serial killer.
freaking killer
He
right
should
there.
not be on front of a camera,
He's
bro.
not a
He
good
should
looking
not
fella.
be. And what's
He
with
really
the
shouldn't.
hair, yo?
With the
like,
hair,
look at
with
this.
the
This is how it
face.
falls out. Like it's just.
Like all parts of this man need to be covered up somehow. He probably should
Yeah.
grow a beard or something.
Jeez, like
He should
And
do
get
something.
bangs, maybe.
He need.
Just
you
cover
trying
his
to make
face
it
from all
worse?
areas. His hair everywhere.
Are you trying? Can you imagine that situation?
like
That will be crazy.
Like Phil Spencer isn't like that crazy looking of a guy, but like if you put them next to each other, Phil Spencer looks like Ryan Gosling in comparison.
In comparison, yes. But yo, Philly Phil be out there rocking that Xbox gear, yo, and I love it. He be tight
I'm
on those
wearing
outfits,
Yeah,
yo.
he
Xbox
messing
gear.
around.
Where's your
Those-
Xbox gear?
I love that he just casually wears their stuff. It looks great, and then you could go ahead and find it at their store.
Yeah.
Hey,
It's
so
so
money. I gotta wonder.
Whereas
What
Jim
if
is
you
a
walked
mess.
into a Starbucks
Jim's a
and you just
freaking
found
mess.
Phil Spencer ordering a latte, but green?
Yo, he will hug him so hard.
What the
I will
fuck?
get a
Nah.
phone call.
You're like, oh my
You
God.
so what,
This
yo?
I would take a picture of him
You
immediately
all so tight.
without him knowing.
Oh,
And then,
stalker
and then I would go up to him
What if he
and
turned around
see
and
if
he's like,
he would
"Excuse
shake
me,
my
young man."
hand. I wouldn't hug Phil Spencer.
Squeeze me tighter.
Unless for some weird reason he wanted to hug me, okay?
You'd be like, oh my god, yes.
If he initiated the hug, I would not push him away. But I would not initiate the hug, okay?
Philly is not gonna hug you. So unless you go ahead and sneak one in,
I'm not doing
somehow,
it. I'm not doing it.
listen, that's to
not
be
happening.
seen. Listen, I said I wouldn't freak out when we went to that thing.
Don't
And
even
I
talk
ran
about the
so
embarrassment
hard.
of a story.
Listen, I ran so hard.
Oh my
Did
God.
he acknowledge you?
I left CMoney behind. We went to see a show. I'm not even gonna get into details. No
I'm gonna get into
details.
details. So
And
you
then-
think you can dance?
I knew it. I was gonna say
we
it.
went to go see it live. She would always talk shit about Dominic, the little breakdancing boy. Okay, always talk
Hell
shit.
yeah, yo.
Always talk
He
shit.
can't dance.
Yo,
Like
you
the
don't even
regular
understand the
other
level.
dances.
She would go, oh my God, he's dancing. I hate it. Okay? We're at the fucking show.
Well, let me give them context.
No,
Wait,
you're not
wait,
going to tell it. It's my story to be heartbroken by. Okay? We're together walking to the escalator, starting to go down the escalator. Just starting. Just you see these fingers? We're standing. We're starting to go down the escalator.
You're not letting me give them
From
context.
her eye. The show's over, right? We watched the show already, okay? The show's finished.
This guy.
We walked out. We did all this fun stuff. We're leaving, right? From the corner of her eye,
I'm gonna let you tell your lies.
Dominic, the little breakdancing boy, comes into her sight. And as he's walking, she sees him. She immediately screams out of nowhere, screams at the top of her lungs, Dominic! And she books on me.
Yeah, I
She
left him.
runs
I
down
left him.
those damn escalators.
You should
Okay?
have had my hand tighter. I let that shit
Yo,
go so fast,
She
yo.
ran so
Extra lotion.
motherfucking fast.
Was he at least polite?
Down there. He was shocked. He was like, what is happening? What is wrong with you, lady? Jesus. And then he saw how hot she was, and then he was like, but I'll take it. And I'm like, you fucking asshole. But did I go down there and let you take that picture alone? No.
Did you meet him?
I got my ass right into that picture.
Wait, you mad? You mad? You were like,
you think I was going to let her stand next to him alone?
You're like, oh my god, hi,
This was
Dominic.
not
How's
happening.
it going, buddy?
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh,
Okay.
snap. Hold on. We got a celebrity in the house.
Oh, a celebrity? Me?
Oh,
I'm already
snap.
here.
Hold on. We got a celebrity in the house. G-Wave.
Mab is
Fun
like, I've been
fact.
here.
He competed on ABDC, America's Best Dance Crew,
What? Get out of here!
and was featured on So You Think You Can Dance?
What?
G-Wave!
No, stop it!
Look, she's a groupie! She's a groupie!
Who is G-Wave?
She's a fucking chat!
I don't have my phone.
Groupie.
I don't have my phone.
God damn it. God, son of a shit. G-Wave,
G-Wave,
listen.
you my boy.
Which season? Which season? Which episode?
I love
God
you
damn
so much.
She doesn't even know which one you are, G-Wave. You understand? That's Dusty. Okay?
Oh my god!
It doesn't matter which one. You could have been the worst one. Not that you were, but you could have been the worst one.
You shut your mouth.
And look at her going crazy.
I love you, G-Wave.
You know what? You know
Oh,
what?
fuck.
See, this is like
Groupie
Doodle
as shit.
Listen.
Doodle's groupie shit is like if CMoney talked all the shit about how Jim Ryan sucks, but he sees him in like a street, like a block away.
Season 7. Uh-oh.
I'm gonna go watch.
Which episode? Which episode?
God.
Which episode?
G-Wave,
He's just like,
what'd
I
you
don't
do?
fuck- He's like, I don't
What'd
fucking
you
know.
do, G-Wave?
He done started some shit.
He done started some shit, G-Wave.
Everybody,
Oh my God.
rock your
What has
Xbox.
Oh,
my gosh.
Rock
Jesus.
your Xbox, right?
Oh my
So
God.
let me give them a little context.
What context can you possibly
Because the
add?
music was popping though.
Oh,
he was
in everything except for the
breakdancing.
finale. So he made it all the way to right before the finale.
Yo, we used to watch that show
we used
too.
to fucking live that
It was
show.
so good.
Live it. Whoa,
Oh,
buddy.
We watch it all
man.
the time.
Damn.
Okay, so what context you want to add before we move on back to ABK and the Xbox
So we can think,
merger?
so we can dance video game.
Okay.
I'm freaking.
Look at her. She's such a groupie, bro. Look at this shit. She's blushing.
She's gonna cry.
Stop it.
Tearing.
What the fuck is happening? God damn it, G-Wave.
I think I'll show
can't
your
compete
wife.
with the
wife,
dance
wife,
moves
wife,
like that.
wife.
He's gonna try to break dance with me tonight.
Oh my
I can
God.
play Halo better though. Pick me.
Okay.
I have an Xbox.
Okay. So this is the thing. When you're in that, you're
He said he's crying.
when you're in there, the music
gotta
is
shut your camera off for a
popping.
little bit.
She's crying.
Gonna shut the light off his shit.
I know. Give me a break.
All right, let's just keep it going
Oh
between
my
you and
God.
me, CMoney. Let's
Go
just
ahead,
keep it
Simone.
going.
Whatever.
All right, so I do think Skylanders would be cool to bring back.
It would
Skylanders
be.
would be amazing.
Skylanders. For sure.
What is wrong? You sweating? What's happening over there? So it's not even you're a celebrity to her, and she didn't know who the fuck you are.
Oh my God.
It don't even matter, yo.
Okay. Let's go.
Oh my God.
Oh, my bad.
Jesus.
I personally think that the next Crash should be like a crossover between Crash and
Oh my
Spyro, which should be a
God.
crossover game where they have
Oh Jesus.
where they like match dimensions and shit like that. They have to work together to like save the world and shit.
This just made me realize that I can never take her to LA.
Imagine going to LA, seeing every celebrity.
You guys gotta stop.
Well,
Can
then
you
if you met
imagine?
if you met Will Smith, you're like, I hate that guy so much. That piece of shit.
Oh my God. I don't like Will Smith.
What the fuck, nigga?
Oh,
Watch yourself, bro.
Whoa.
Better watch yourself.
Whoa, watch
bro.
yourself.
Die.
Fucking
You
shit.
That took a
guys
left
are
turn.
crazy.
That took a left turn.
So listen, again, I don't know what happened.
Oh, see, look, G-Wave's in LA, right? He said, don't bring her here. She'll have a panic attack.
I will.
You can't handle this shit. God damn. What the fuck?
See, listen, I need a moment. This is all lies, guys.
This shit is on camera, all right? I'm reliving. I'm just traumatized. I'm traumatized from that moment when she screamed for Dominic.
That only happened that one time, though.
Because I refuse to take you to another live event, okay? There can't be famous people around you.
Run so fast.
Oh,
Yo,
fuck.
you be like,
Oh,
Doodle.
my God.
Oh my God. All right.
Oh,
Activision,
Jesus.
huh?
Activision. And God damn it.
It's gonna go into a pet store. It's a
Oh
turtle.
my God.
Oh my God. Okay. All right.
Oh God.
Okay. Whew. All right.
You good?
I'm good. I'm all right.
Are you sure? All right.
Yeah. Back.
So I
There we
found
go.
the love of Batman game on Xbox only.
Man.
Yes. It was only one time, babe. You see? Look at what you put out here in these streets. All right. The streets is watching now. All right.
She's mute, bro.
I was gonna tell the story.
Can't tell the story, okay? You can't tell the story.
I would change some things.
It
You
would have
know?
been lies.
It would have.
It would have been lies. Oh my God.
I feel like we lived it differently though, because I
We
don't feel
didn't.
like Sure, when I look back, I didn't look back, but like you were like really far.
Dude, I had to
like,
push mad people. Like I
just
had
push
to
people
push mad people
through people up
to get there in
escalators.
time. She was about to take it, like have anybody take the picture. It don't matter.
Oh my God. I can imagine having a wife in the future. We go to watch a sophisticated show on Broadway. You say this is the real Broadway. I think it's amazing.
All right.
Who's one of the actors?
Listen.
Shit. People lose their shit. Oh my
Uh-huh.
gosh.
I don't even know what to say.
She don't even know it. She's so
I don't even
frazzled
know.
right now.
I don't even know what to say.
I can't wait for
all right?
Witcher 4,
Right.
man. That's gonna be wild. Whenever it comes out.
Listen, maybe it happened like that. Maybe it didn't. All right, I let you guys decide what you want to think is true or not. All right.
How long ago was that?
Oh my gosh, it was a while back. It's years ago.
Over 10 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I still feel the pain.
You're such an ass.
And that's why V didn't get into Fortnite.
Now, compare
Sorry,
that
Batman.
to
All right.
when I was in
Oh,
that
yeah,
when
no.
we were eating dinner at the place, and
Yes.
what's her name? The girl.
Yes, I don't remember her name, but another
she was
one of
really
the
good,
dancers. Yeah, she was
and I
having
liked her.
dinner.
But
Yes.
I didn't scream like
No, you didn't.
crazy person.
I made you. Let's go up. And
Yeah, she
say,
made me
yeah.
go say hi. You see the difference, guys? Okay,
Listen,
I would
see.
trust money on this. G-Wave knows what's good.
Listen.
You're exposed as fuck on this camera right here. This is all documented
That was
shit.
a moment in time.
You know,
I don't know what
Simone, I
happened,
must
guys.
ask, how would you react if you met Eminem
Thanks, Shin.
on the streets?
Oh my God.
First of all,
He would
I wouldn't act
die.
like a bitch. All right, all right. I would go up to him and be like,
Yo, what's up?
You is the shit."
My boy, what's up?
I love Eminem.
Yeah, you would chase him down the
I would
street.
not chase him.
You would chase. I'll
First of
chase him
all,
for
that'd be the
you.
least hood thing I could possibly do.
I know.
You know damn well I'm not going to do that.
I got
no
you.
way.
I'll get him. I'll get him to you.
Second of all, if you run in after him, you damn well sure one of his fucking peoples is gonna fucking
Tackle
rock
my
you.
ass.
They gonna fucking clothesline the shit out of you.
Eminem's gonna turn around and be like, hey, yo, it's a
I know.
fan. What's up, my man?
Yeah. Something like that. CMoney used to rap though.
That was a time that we never want to talk about.
Don't be going into that shit like that. Damn.
Sorry. It was a physical reaction to me.
Now you're just throwing shit out there. You're like, distraction.
It was just a reaction, a natural reaction
Oh my God.
to the fact that CMoney. I'm not even gonna say it again, just in case, you know. But
So
yeah, he did
G-Wave
his
said
thing.
he'll lose his
He did
shit
his
if he
thing.
met Eminem.
Heck yeah, who wouldn't? Damn.
Well,
That's right. G-Wave, you know what's
Thank
up.
you. See, so you guys get it.
No, we don't get it because we wouldn't lose our shit like that. Okay? Nobody would.
let's just say that.
I feel like I kept it cool. All right. And I feel like I can, level out my situations.
Uh-huh.
I don't feel like it was as bad as it was explained.
Mm.
I also feel like maybe you're exaggerating some things, maybe here
Definitely
or
not.
there.
Definitely not.
And inside, I felt like I was chill. You know,
Look,
You
did
were like
I
the
run
absolute
off? Yes.
opposite of chill.
Were we at like the top of the escalator?
All the
and
way
then
to the top with
and
mad
then-
people in front.
Yeah.
look.
Now you're tiny, so
I
you
didn't hurt
slip
anyone.
right through. I was like elbowing people,
Really?
All right,
Like,
see.
people,
All right.
pushing people
All
out
right,
the way.
let's move on.
Look.
All right, let's move on.
let's
It's
do-
time to let that
all
go.
right, yeah, let's
all
just-
right, don't you guys think
All
that
right,
it's time for you
so the
after
moral of
so
the
many years? It's time for you to not remember the facts. All right.
I will
all
never
right.
forget the facts.
This
and now
So
they're
simply put,
recorded
There you
forever.
go. Lives on.
all right.
with
so,
your giddy ass reaction.
jeez, the hype is
Finding
real.
out that G-Wave was on the show and you don't even know who he is and you still fangirled out about it.
All right.
I'm just saying
Let's
that's
move
cool,
on.
y'all.
Just to
That's
simply,
cool.
so yeah.
Oh,
The one thing we
God.
learned, simply put it, if C-Money were to meet Eminem, he would really lose to yourself.
Oh, pound it, man.
You
That was
would
dope.
really lose
That was dope.
yourself, right?
That was dope.
You were almost there. It was very
I know,
close.
but
Listen,
at
see.
that point, these guys were just looked like you were just about to start saying the next thing. I don't want to say it.
Thank you. Madman's out here uncomfortable at this whole situation that you put him into.
Listen,
All right.
I'm not the one who did it.
We don't need to relive this stuff, see?
Listen.
All right.
Okay.
Moving along.
So, Xbox is going to buy Activision.
They are. They
So,
both.
okay.
Yep.
So, we talked about this.
We did.
We're very
We said
excited.
It. We understand it.
We understand it all.
It's going to Game Pass.
Games are going to go to Game Pass. We talked about Prototype.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So,
Uh-huh.
what would, all right, let's do this. Okay. Let's talk about the fact that once they own Activision
Yeah.
completely and Blizzard and King, they're going to now be able to actually go into mobile.
Yes.
And low key, I kind of like having a few little mobile games on my phone,
I know.
Really?
you know, just in case.
Just in case.
Wait a minute, I know what they'll do. Candy Crush is massive. Special limited events.
Oh
where
my
you have,
gosh.
Like, play Halo themed candy games. Have like that
Oh,
shaped
that'd
like
be
flood
cool.
or like little pistols or some shit like that. Line up the Master Chief helmets to make like a special combo or some shit like that.
Yo, I was obsessed with Candy Crush for a little bit. Not gonna lie.
Candy Crush is
And
good.
it was ish.
I'm more of a cut the rope guy, but you know,
But-
I get it.
It was.
Cut the
It
rope.
was.
No, you're Chop Chop Ninja.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh,
Chopper Ninja was
you
the time.
love that. Yeah,
Oh
it
my
was
God.
good though. It was
it's still
good.
sad that it died, but that was a cool game back when.
Yeah,
Man.
it was.
That's wild.
That was his first game.
Yeah.
Remember?
And he was obsessed with
He
it.
was so
and he was
obsessed
so
with it.
good on the phone.
Yeah, he was so good. And then he will make us play all the Nintendo games for him on the
Yeah,
Wii.
G-Wave is chill over here,
Mom,
bro.
Dad, play
Appreciate
Mario
it,
Kart
appreciate
Wii
it.
for me, please, while I lay on bed.
What? What?
You weren't talking like that, first of all, when you were a child.
He used to give me accents though, like "Mama."
He did come out with some British accent for some reason.
He would just call me "Mama," and then what was there was another one that
You are family to me. And family plays Mario Kart.
Italian. I don't know. I don't remember
so
the
let's,
words.
let's get back on
Yeah,
track
yeah,
here,
yeah, yeah.
okay?
Let's go.
Godfather game.
So
I knew
listen, this is the thing. They're going into mobile. For me, okay, they just made a Doom mobile game.
Oh, Doom, Mini
Mighty
Doom, or
Doom?
some shit.
Mighty
Mighty Doom, that
Doom?
one. Oh, that was cringe.
It wasn't fucking cringe. It was good. I like that shit. It's fun. And they made a Gears of War one before, but that one
Gears
they,
Pop.
Yeah, but they went too far into like the grind of getting, characters and
Yeah.
stuff. And
Did that shit die or is it like still going?
I have no idea. I haven't played it in forever. Mighty Doom is fun, but what I want a Halo game.
I mean,
Halo
they're
game
kind of
that's
mobile.
that I could
Was it
play.
like
Halo
a
game?
combat
They had
strike
that-
or some
yeah, but
shit
that
on
was not
Android or
a-
whatever?
It was Halo Strike or something like that, but it wasn't like Chief. Like I want them to actually make
Master
a Halo
Like, you don't
game.
want
yes.
some bitch Spartan taking his place. You
Yeah,
want like
no
a real
side
Master Chief, like a
bull
side
crap.
story.
Make it a side story for him. Maybe it's something. Maybe it's a training, or maybe it's some shit.
Maybe it's like a comedic spin or some shit like that. He has to go on a shopping list or something like that. He goes to Walmart and it's look at the flood is
Oh,
overtaking or
yes.
some shit.
They can actually. You know what? G-Way brought it up, but it's true. If they make Halo, bring it to mobile, just like in an app, just like Fortnite, and you can do crossplay and shit. Like
Yeah.
Fortnite, you can play against people on console on your phone. I mean, before they took it away. If they did that on Halo,
That'd be dope, right?
So now that we're talking about that, the big thing about this deal for Microsoft, they want to go and make their own mobile store. So they want to battle Google and Apple in the App Store world. And there's a ruling that they're waiting to get, or I don't know if it was already ruled. I don't know like the legalities of it, but there's some type of ruling that they're waiting for to see if they're going to be able to break up the duopoly and be able to put their store on the iPhone and their store on the other on Google, so that then they could put all this shit. They can make games and put it in there and not have to worry about all the cuts that they would have to give. You know, it's crazy because iPhone, Apple, and Google, they want to have this closed garden that they have, but like Microsoft, they have the PC, and they could have made it a place where you can only have your stuff, but it's completely open. Anybody can have any store there. Like, it needs to change.
It needs
right?
to, it needs to shift.
They need competition.
They do. So I have a question. Because this deal went through, how do you guys think that this is going to really affect PlayStation?
Not at all.
And like the PlayStation,
it'll still sell the way it sells. That's not changing.
Well,
you don't think so?
Well, what do you mean?
This Activision deal. How do you think that this is going to
affect them? Because there will be exclusive games that Activision is going to make for Xbox only. So they're going to lose games that they would have gotten.
But the big scream
the big games
was
are
Call of Duty.
Yeah,
so how do you think that this is going to affect them?
Well, it's going to affect PlayStation. The biggest way is that they're not going to have the marketing anymore. So they're not going to have the marketing, and they're not going to have all the exclusives that they've had. They have exclusive skins, weapons, all this shit. They've had exclusive modes that were exclusive for like a year, which is stupid because in a year, the new Call of Duty comes out. So who the hell is going to play the old mode on the old game when the new one comes out? So
we move on very quickly.
Level the playing field.
From Call of Duty. They release one every year, right? And but this is the thing, though. What's going to be, they have now.
They better change them.
They have now the budget, though. Like,
well, Call of Duty?
Yeah, they now
Call of
have.
Duty always had the budget because Activision gave
any other
all
game.
their budget.
Yes, but now they have a lot more money. So, do you think that they're going to take advantage of that and get a little more creative?
No, so this is the thing. I would look at it the same way, like I was talking like Netflix, right?
Yeah.
Like Call of Duty is already made at a certain budget, and they get a certain return from that.
Yeah.
Right. So pumping more money into it is not going to
do anything.
Make more people buy it. You know what I'm saying? So you're just losing.
When you
more money.
mentioned before that they try to bring in characters into Call of Duty, it made me think that maybe with the Microsoft money, they can try to go ahead and bring in people.
That's a different thing.
Kind of like how they do for Fortnite. They will have a bigger budget and they'll be able to go ahead and expand on that and maybe make some freaking money. Yo, can you imagine if they add some of that dope ass music that Fortnite has into Call of Duty?
I don't think
that'd be crazy.
That's
what I'm saying when I talk about money.
Yeah,
extra money, having them, having that access.
That's just crazy. Fortnite's crazy. Like, I have Silky Cologne on repeat in my Fortnite home menu and shit.
Yeah,
on and on. It's crazy when you look at like how many characters are there. There's like such a variety.
Dude, I love the dancing. It's just crazy.
Like, it would literally be impossible for a lot of these characters to be in the same game together, interacting.
Yeah, Fortnite is just a special place. I mean, it just kind of is what it is.
I guarantee you, Fortnite will never die. Like, there's never gonna be a time where it's gonna be like Fortnite will have to shut down.
The only way it would die is if they kill themselves. Like if they end it. Like if they
like they're done.
Like if they fuck it up. Because outside of that, it's impossible. G-Wave says he wants a new classic zombies. Now, we used to play the zombies mode in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, like Call of Duty Zombies.
I don't even know if the new one has it. I just bought, you know what's fucked up? I just bought the new Call of Duty from the last one that came out, Modern Warfare 2, because I didn't buy it this time. You know,
Because after Activision, you're like, nah,
I was like, I'm gonna hold off.
It's coming.
I was like, I'm gonna hold off, but then it like took so long, and it just was on sale.
Yeah.
On Battle.net.
Snatchies.
So I was like, all right, I'm gonna buy it. So
Yeah.
I bought it. I haven't even touched it. Maybe we should play it
Okay.
in celebration of
never
the
ever
Activision
played Modern
deal.
Warfare 2 with
That'd
women
be
and
cool.
girls.
Yo, I remember CMoney was like, just jump in, go ahead, play online. And I had do you remember what I did?
Yeah, stabby stab.
Stabby stab. I just took out my shank and I started stabbing because I freaking panicked and I was like, everybody got to die around me. It was crazy, you guys. And then I was like, I'm done with this.
You know who Microsoft should purchase?
It was crazy.
I think that it wouldn't be insane. It would be probably like a smaller purchase. They should buy Squanch Games, the High Life studio. That'd be kind of neat if they own them.
They need to make something else.
Like High Life was really good,
to prove that they can do it.
I'm sure if they have a bigger budget, they could do much more. Because what was it? Before that, it was
High Life was good, but now this thing with the guy not being there, you got to make sure that they can make
good games
more
without
games without him.
The
and
thing
still
is
have
that-
that fun because they're making the expansion.
I have a
and he's
question.
not there. Like Justin Roiland's character,
but
he
the
was Kenny the
expansion
gun.
looks
Kenny, instead of replacing him, he's not there.
But they
which
use
makes
comedians
sense.
for the guns, which is funny.
Comedians, yeah.
Don't you have
I mean, Dave
don't you have
Chappelle
an
was the main
interview?
gun or some shit like that in the next one or whatever.
Oh shit, I do
Yeah,
have that
you have an interview.
An interview?
Holy shit.
Yeah.
When?
Wow.
In like 10 minutes.
What time? What time is it?
Yo, Scream? We just watched Scream. Is 8:48.
Oh my god.
Yo, it's at 9
Paige,
o'clock.
We said that, by the way. Paige said you guys should do a Roblox stream. CMoney has been saying this for a little while. We got to come through with it
Wow,
Yeah,
I did
we
not think
should.
you got that
on
late.
a Sunday for the win. Guys,
For the
I
win.
have
A wild time.
had a wild time. I had
Yes.
such a great time with you guys. You guys have been freaking awesome. I'm so happy that you guys are hanging out with me, that you guys are hanging out with us. This has been dope.
Yeah. Web Dave is going to interview me. I'm very excited for it. I've been watching some of his interviews.
And we kind of lost
they're really
track
good.
of time.
I
lost track of
completely
time.
lost track of time.
Yeah,
I should probably
and I
check Twitter.
texted it to you like a few minutes ago, but I don't think you saw
Yeah,
it.
we were supposed to have
Because I
breathing
couldn't
room.
remember if it was...
Yo, you know what's crazy?
What?
He just sent me the link for it.
He did?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Guys,
Check out Web Dave if you haven't. One word.
this...
C-Money will be there.
yeah.
Yeah. So sometime soon.
It's not live.
The interview. No,
Yeah,
it's
it's
not
an
live.
upload.
Yes,
it's a recording.
I know.
But thank you guys. Thank you so much for coming to hang
Guys,
with us.
thank you.
I know we got into a lot of different topics.
We did, and
But
you guys hung with us,
did
and that
hang.
was so cool. We loved the chat that you guys had going on.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Thank you for
guys
being
were
here with
awesome.
us.
And yeah, so Xbox One, FTC lost. We are getting
Listen,
Activision in
good
the
riddance.
family.
We are.
This is awesome time.
Long time
Yeah.
coming, but it's finally happened.
Yes.
Thanks,
finally
guys. Thanks,
Feel like we would've
G-Ray.
been here
Thanks,
for
Paige. Appreciate it,
hours.
guys.
Fine.
Thanks,
But,
Shitaru.
guys,
Yeah, I lost track of time. It was fun.
yeah, don't forget, if you have not, please hit that like button. If you have not subscribed, be a
Please
friend.
subscribe.
Be
Join
a friend.
us.
Subscribe so we can have fun in the
Just
chat. Just
Hit
like
that
this.
bell.
Yes, the bell.
And
The big
we
bio.
have the
The
link
big
to our
bio.
Discord
The big
if
bio.
you guys want to join.
Yeah, it's in our description.
Yes.
Yes.
It gets a little crazy in Discord.
It's a
You should
little.
probably
Well,
hop in
listen,
there.
guys.
Little
Thank you
crazy.
so much. Again, I really appreciate you all coming to hang with us. It was
Thanks.
a blast.
It was.
So
I had a
with
great
that,
time.
we're done. So Doodle,
Yes.
Yes.
man.
Yes.
Until next time,
You're intruding.
You're intruding.
you're intruding.
You're intruding.